You're about to listen to TADPOG. Tyler and Dave play old games. It's a comedy video game podcast. We would like to stress that the hosts are not experts and are really just very crass commentators. Seriously, this is an explicit podcast that happens to talk about video games sometimes. So please enjoy this pretty okay podcast with Tyler and Dave.
Hello, Internet.
Hi.
Welcome. Hey there. Haven't said a while, Internet. Listen, we're just
Around
hanging out.
Our little fire. We got a little fire. It was fireside chat.
Crackling fire.
Is that a thing? That's a thing, right?
Yeah, fireside chats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that like a good thing or a bad thing? I can't remember.
I remember that's what, didn't FDR start those, the fireside chats, where he would televise him chatting beside a fire about shit happening in America?
I think it was radio.
Yeah.
Radio? Did
Yeah.
Reagan, maybe it's younger than that. Did Reagan start that? I know Reagan did those.
I think FDR.
I don't know.
I think that was it. Yeah.
That's why I asked, because I was trying to learn. But
I know Reagan did like albums of him just and talking
like,
shit.
like bluesy
Propaganda,
albums.
you know?
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Man, Reagan's like early stuff were really good, but then he got like super pop.
He's sold out.
Yeah, he sold out. Yeah, he fucking sold out pretty bad, I think. Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. His early stuff was
Sold out to big dementia.
almost get shot.
To be fair, it really would have impressed Jodie Foster.
I mean, we all know that. I think we can all agree on that.
It is a grand gesture.
That's the weirdest-
Yeah.
I fucking killed the president for you.
Bro, how romantic.
It's the weirdest chasing Amy ever. Only it turns
Give me
Jodie
some-
Foster
Give me
straight
some
by
puss.
killing
Come
Reagan.
on. Kill the fucking president.
Wouldn't it be the weirdest fucking thing if he had, like, if that had been successful and then Jodie Foster would have been like, fuck, I want his dick.
Yeah.
No others. Man, all right.
Damn.
There's an exception to every rule.
Jodie Foster through fucking jail cell bars. Fucker. Doesn't get any
She
more
marries the
badass
guy in
than that.
jail. Man,
Through the fucking bars, Holmes.
That's a good podcast.
I shot my second shot in Jodie Foster.
We're waiting 3 years for this bitch.
Oh, well, yeah, this is Tadpog.
Sorry.
Tyler and Dave play old games. No, we're glad this is why you're here.
Man. Yeah.
So we don't recognize those dulcet tones. It's Casey.
Hey,
back
Casey.
again.
Hi. What's up,
Two
guys?
episodes in a row.
And girls? Especially the girls.
There's like
Hi.
4 of them.
Hey, girls.
They're a handful.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it. You look like you were going to say something.
Maybe we'll get a couple more. I don't know. I don't know. That'd be great. Tell your friends.
It would be good. Yeah.
Tell your friends.
Tell your friends, yeah.
I can come back. Please.
If you're a woman and you want more, #more Casey,
Please.
let us know.
There is a Snapchat specifically for that.
Yeah, you want to give that out? You got premium?
They have to subscribe to
yeah.
Patreon and get a special
oh,
Casey
gotcha.
I think
Snapchat.
it's Casey _
Okay. Yeah?
No, just like YEAH.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You selling your premium chat? Your premium snap?
Not yet.
Get on to
Not yet.
Casey's
I don't want to
OnlyFans.
discuss that. I
Yeah.
mean. Oh, Tyler and Dave.
So there was someone at work who
He
told
cooks
me
shit with his dick out. It's really great.
Yeah.
there was someone at work who told me that a bunch of her friends from high school were on OnlyFans
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
And I was like real friends, like here, because she grew up here.
Like I can look them up in the
here.
yearbook. Like,
Yeah.
Ooh,
and I was
Dave.
like, and she's like, I'm thinking about doing it. And I'm like,
Oh.
And I'm like, I don't know. I'm thinking like, I don't know how to speak to
Do
this.
you guys know what that is? Or did someone else tell you it's something different so you're all making
it's like
one?
a sports betting website.
yeah, right.
They're really into it. They're really into
we
it.
all love it.
Yeah. So there we go.
Yeah, I found out a very straight-laced. She's a liberal, but she's like kind of a feminist. Found out she was a fan.
Yeah.
I got an inside track on some free photos. Very nice. Very nice.
Nice.
Yeah, but surprised. I was like, really? That
Surprised
girl?
that she was engaging in
Yeah.
the OnlyFans.
Like you're out on like Bernie Sanders campaign trail, and you go to these meetings and you do all this stuff, and
I'd do it.
I mean, it
If I knew I
definitely
could make money from it, fuck yeah.
it brought it home a little bit, Like I
Yeah,
was like, wow,
Sure. No, I get that.
I think I know where she lives. So, but it's pretty tame as far as prostituting goes. Like it's.
I don't want them to know that it's really necessarily even prostituting.
It's pretty tame prostitution.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know what your
call it?
definition is, but mine is, wow, not that.
Selling yourself. I mean, ladies, I'm sure we all appreciate it. Let's just say that.
Yeah, for sure.
Go for it.
I mean, we're selling ourselves right now.
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
That's true. We'll do anything for your $1 a month.
almost anything.
We'll eat all the hot food.
Yeah.
If my penis will bring in more dollars, I think I might be willing
It
to do
couldn't
that.
bring in less.
Right. Very good.
People said, we're down to $20 a month.
Let's see that dick. Fuck, I got to do it now. Show me the money.
You want to poop in the ocean with us? People have been bugging me
I'll
about
shit in that
that.
trash can. Pay these guys money.
Well, today we're going to talk about the Combatribes.
Starring Jodie Foster.
Or the Combatribes.
the contraception tribes.
Comtribes.
The combo tribes. They really like the
yeah.
pretzel pizza ones.
Oh, just the pizza ones? About to
No,
say, if it
fuck
were the honey sriracha ones, I'm
No.
like, I'll be in that one.
Pretzel cheddar, dude. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh man, see, buffalo blue cheese and honey sriracha. Those are my combos
So
of choice.
combos. Does anybody here at this table eat combos outside of road trips, or is that strictly a road trip?
Strictly a gas station purchase
for me, yeah, it's gourmet, right? It's gourmet.
It's gourmet.
Like if I'm filling up the fucking gas can
Yeah.
at the Hucks or whatever, and I'm gonna go in there and get a cold beverage or beer or White Claw, whatever. Yeah, fucking combos. The big bag. That's fucking
Yeah?
lunch. That's lunch.
No beef jerky, no nothing.
No. For road trips, yes.
Yeah.
But just let's just say, like, have you ever eaten combos outside? Well, yeah. I like combos that much.
Okay.
Yeah. But only cheddar cheese pretzel, right?
What about Funyuns? How do we feel about Funyuns?
Good.
Yeah, I like Funyuns too.
I loved Funyuns, but I burnt myself out on them.
Not
Can't
Really?
eat them
not
anymore.
substantial enough. They're very much like air, like greasy, oniony air.
Oh, that
So,
sounds
like,
good though.
It does, but
Greasy
then
onion
you're
and
like,
air?
you're not.
That's
you're
like
not
Wario
satisfied.
farts.
Yeah, you're not satiated.
Yeah.
You know, I need something like I got to get a fucking Snickers bar to go with this thing. I need something to fucking poop out later. You know.
That is true. Snickers.
Yeah.
Ice cream Snickers though.
Good. Also,
Next
I miss
level.
the chew. Okay, I like that like thick,
chew?
dense. Yeah,
Of the Snickers,
yeah,
or is that
of the Snickers, like the
Yeah.
nougat? I guess you know what I mean.
is that your favorite candy bar? Snickers.
I really dug Mars bars back in the day,
Mars.
but they're not
I don't know
around.
if I've ever had one.
The almonds, so it's like a Snicker with like almonds. So I'm
Yeah.
a sucker for almonds.
Okay, you like Mounds then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. And almond joy,
Yeah.
because
Almond Joy has nuts.
Right.
Mounds.
Mounds
don't.
don't.
I fucked it up. Yeah.
but we saved it. We saved
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Shoot. Thank God.
Fuck.
I thought we were gonna go back into OnlyFans on that, but
Titties.
You can see these mounds for only $5 a
for
month.
$5 a month. These lovely
Is that-
lady lumps.
Is that a man boobs or is that testicles? I can't.
Either way, I
You
finished.
decide.
Another dollar.
Who's
We'll
that
tell you.
Pokemon?
You want another angle, baby? Give me a minute.
Oh shit!
A jaunty angle. Did he put a hat on it? Is
I put a hat on it.
Oh,
that a bonnet? Is that a pacifier or a sounding rod?
All right, we get to $10,000 a month. We'll have pictures of Casey's dick dressed up as all 600 Pokemon.
Muppet Babies. Oh.
Muppet Babies.
We'll actually do a Muppet Babies puppet show.
listen. That's a lot of costume changes. Can we just maybe do like the Ninja Turtles or something? Something kind of like a small handful, right?
I think
That's a lot of dick pics.
Probably fair. Or
It's a large handful. It's 2 handfuls, Casey. Don't sell yourself
Easy,
short.
easy.
but don't try to pull that shit off.
Through the toilet paper roll, and there's still like an inch of head that comes out the other side. Okay. 2 hands. I got big hands though, so if you got like regular size hands, that's like
you're like-
maybe more than 2, especially if you're like a little girl or a boy. Whatever. I'm not. I meant a small-handed woman.
Thanks for listening, everybody. You can find the show at Stitcher or SoundCloud.
I need bail money. That got off hand. I mean, that was a little. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Anywho, so yeah, maybe if you got like petite hands,
Yeah.
it might be more than 2. So if you know like a 3-armed woman who's got small hands, that'd be a great photo.
I might know.
We might.
or whatever.
Look.
Prosthetic arm, added, an
I
additional.
can just find one of those.
Yeah, yeah. Whatever. It doesn't have to be like, legit. It's got to be a good photo. Show me that dick.
You know those little what are those little tiny hands that you put on your fingers, or like little hand finger puppets?
Yeah.
All over Snapchat. Every time I open my Snapchat.
You get like 4 or 5 of those on there.
That's what we'll do.
8 hands,
Dave and I
bitch.
will each on both of our hands
Yeah.
have 10 hands on them
Yeah.
all over your
Yeah.
20 hands.
20 hands.
20 little itty
hands.
bitty finger hands.
Yeah, it's like we're building a barn.
Oh my god! Like a little Pac-Man.
We'll call
Pac-Man
it the
ghost,
Amish barn raising.
Yeah.
It's gonna be wonderful.
Yeah, it'd be
Yes.
great.
I love it.
That'll get you going, right?
I wouldn't even call that porn. That's just like art. I mean,
That's just friendship.
yeah,
Is what that is.
that's just like appreciation of the male genitalia.
That
and-
is.
and-
It's pushing boundaries.
yeah,
Yeah. Pushing social norms.
so
for sure.
brave.
So brave.
Little David Attenborough, like kind of narrating in the background as they stroked. I think it'd be cool. I would pee myself if I saw that, even if it wasn't my dick.
Save the
like-
P for the increased OnlyFans.
Yes,
It's the next
we save
video.
that. We save.
Combatribes.
Combatribes.
What have you guys been up to this week? Anything new and little?
What have you been up to?
Work.
Work. Yeah.
Not shit.
Yeah. Just going through some personal crisis.
Yeah.
all that good stuff. Got my own apartment.
Yes.
So
That's why he needs your snaps.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I got a wicked child support case of brewing, I'm sure. I'll save it. I swear. I'll fucking save it. I won't spend it on weed and Modelo's.
A little bit on OnlyFans, but just
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Come on, the man's
It's
got to
a
live.
treat.
I gotta get my startup costs covered.
Yeah.
Gotta get the outfits. That shit's not cheap. you know.
Yeah.
Body paint.
My babies have Amazon wish lists,
Yeah.
y'all. I got what
Nair,
to
a lot of Nair. My Nair budget's gonna go way up.
My dear book to the fucking roof.
Yeah, so that's what I've been up to, and just kind of. But I'm cool with it. Totally cool. Long time coming. Whatever.
Yep.
Got on some dating apps.
How are those?
Not bad. Not
Yeah?
bad.
When was the last time you went on a date with someone?
Oh, dude, you're talking about 15 years,
15
16
years.
years. Yeah.
So now it's like,
Good bit of time.
Now dating now is gonna be very, very different, I'm sure.
We'll see. I mean, I think a lot of people, they're just kind of shy. I don't know what their deal is. Like, you're on this site, it's like, come on, bitch, mix it up. Let's go. Do you want to see my dick or not?
Which one of those is your opener?
all the kids say this is what it's about.
However, I often think sometimes if I just like let it out full force, kind of
Yeah.
like what we are doing here,
Right.
I might just get like some badass chick and like fall madly in love. It's like, wow, she gets me, bro.
Yeah, I don't know.
She gets me.
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay, yeah.
I mean,
Ask 100
Probably
girls
not.
who want
I
to
don't
fuck
know.
on a pile of trash. One might say yes.
She's the one, bro.
as 200, one will definitely say yes. Good odds.
So, just doing that, just kind of having fun. As a, I don't know if it's a healthy distraction. I'm gonna be honest.
Why do you say that?
Well, recently separated.
Right.
So a lot of sexual desire
Sure.
from the ex-wife. A lot of racy Snapchats.
Yeah.
And
Premium
some,
snaps.
some yeah. And text messages and
Yeah.
so
I don't know.
But
I
it's
mean,
a trap. It's a trap, though.
It's a trap.
most definitely.
So wait, tell me about that.
So like breakup sex is always or makeup sex. I'm sorry. There's the breakup and then the makeup sex tends to be very colorful. And,
Yeah.
and a lot of fun and passionate and a lot of fellatio, which the best, right? Yeah. And other things too. I don't want to get too graphic,
I mean, you can if you want to.
But I
I
say-
mean,
but
We pretty much
Like,
said
yeah,
all
okay,
there
yeah,
is to
so-
say.
fingers in her butt, fingers in my butt. Okay,
Butt
just-
stuff.
Yeah, butt stuff. Hair pulling. There was some like intense, choking and just really like pussy pounding. And I
hashtag.
Yeah, like really just fucking like I hate fuck. I guess you're like I fucking hate you, fuck. You know, like I want to fuck the fuck out of you. And I want it to hurt, and I want you to be a little scared, and you know, lo and behold, girls like that shit. You know, some do.
Some do. I was about to say, yeah.
So, and that's a weird like outcome. You're like, oh well, we both really like that, even though I don't like you, like you, don't love you anymore. Like you're ruining my fucking life.
Yeah.
So yeah, you ever had anything like that? I mean,
Like which part? Some of
one.
it, yeah.
Yeah.
Not all of that, but some of it.
Not the part where you ruined my life, but all the other stuff.
Right.
Like, yes.
I don't hate
Twice a week.
and I exaggerate. You know what I mean?
Also, fingers in my butt, not so much.
Oh, dude, well, you're getting fucking blowjobs? I mean, and what if your fingers in her butt too? I mean, there's like both fingers, you know, each other's fingers up in the butts.
How many fingers we got in this motherfucker?
Okay,
That's
so
like
I got a thumb on the clit. I've got I've got probably the index finger. No, my middle finger in the vagina. Okay, looking for the G spot. Really like that curl, kind of like hump thing. You kind of and then ring.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Ring finger is definitely going for the Patuski. Okay,
The Patuski. My favorite baseball player from the 30s.
He was great. Racist as
Dirty
fuck, though.
Patuski.
Yeah.
God. But yeah, so and that's great.
No, that's all good. It's just the other.
Treat it
It's
like
just
a
the other
ball.
way around. I don't want the.
You're the finger in your butt.
Yeah.
Well, that's
I don't
cool
have.
too.
I don't have enough nair.
No,
I haven't got. That is my Amazon.
I haven't got my
shipment hasn't come in. It's not Amazon Prime Day yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm afraid to use it in that area.
How about just don't?
It's probably gonna burn.
Just don't. How about just turn the lights down? You got fucking lubricant. You got the spa station on Amazon Music playing in the background. It's real. It's just kind of just go. I mean, you might want to try it again. I don't know.
No, see, Melissa liked to crank Marilyn Manson.
Yeah.
Whatever
When
it is.
it's time for that, turn on the Marilyn
It wasn't my
Manson.
choice, and honestly, I don't know. Like,
And then you're like, let's do Columbine.
what is my best ass fingering music? Yeah, that's pretty good. Like, what music do you put on to like loosen up that bottle? Send them on Snap, please.
Siri, what music do you listen to loosen up that butthole?
I hope some of these people like reach out to me with some weird shit. I'm thinking it's gonna be great.
Where can they reach you?
Oh yeah, Casey_yeah at Snapchat.
All right.
In Snapchat.
There we go.
On it. Yeah. Send me some weird shit. I don't know.
Break the seal. Give him everything, Tadpog.
Maybe not. I don't know. Shit, I've seen some of this stuff online.
Terrified Michelle, make him terrified.
There's no moderators or censor now, bitch.
You've watched E-Fug with Tyler. You're good.
Yeah,
You got, You're,
Very good. Very good.
yeah.
I mean, I told him like what videos were giving me an erection and which ones were not. I'm like, yeah, dude, this is giving me what.
Did he make you fill out the sheet?
No.
Yeah. Oh no.
I think we're friends. I think we're friends. I have to sign the waiver. No fapping in here. Write your fucking name.
There are chains in the garage. It's all planted out there.
There are chains in the garage. You got a sexy garage, man. I don't know if anyone's told you that.
It's fucking
you got a
bitchin'.
sexy garage.
Maybe when it warms up,
That's true.
take each other back there and
Some heavy bondage.
I like the pain a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
Giving,
No.
receiving.
Receiving. Yeah, I don't want to hurt somebody. Like I had fucked a girl like on a 3-day rumpus sex show thing, and it elevated fairly quickly, and then she was like, punch me in the face.
She told you to punch her in the face?
Yeah, there was some some light choking.
Have you seen me? You'll die.
No, just like, and I was like, I think I kind of did like a little light slap, and she was like, no, like, and I'm like, no, I couldn't do it. So I'm not. I'd much rather, I think, receive.
It'd be hard to punch somebody.
Yeah,
in the
dude,
face.
it was fucked up. It was fucked up.
I think it'd
Like,
be
I
hard to
don't-
punch somebody in the face.
Yeah, and even the slapping was like kind of uncomfortable. So
Yeah.
that's not my bag. I mean, some people I'm sure love that kind of shit. But yeah, you want to like fucking beat me with a paddle or like smack me around with something like.
I was about to say, it sounds like you love that
Yeah,
shit.
I do. Like, yeah, but just the opposite end, like the
Right,
receiving end.
right.
I like the tingle. I mean, I like the kind of,
Yeah.
I don't know, that adrenaline that kind of gets going when something's painful, but I love it. So. Show me how you're going to punish me.
This year, TADPOG
Girls
Brawl,
only, though.
Come
Girls
punch
only. Can I
Casey
say
in the
that?
face.
Yeah, I know. The 4 girls that are out there on the show, if you're into that sort of thing, you feel a little racy, talk to Casey.
That's the tagline. You feeling racy? Talk to Casey.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Why not?
Can you put that in your bio?
Yeah.
I like it.
Good. That's in the show notes. We make a note of that.
Yes, please. But again, please, girls only.
Yeah. You know what you like.
So my wife the other day, right, got a new phone.
Okay.
Right, and in this whole separation thing, she texted me from her new number, which I don't know. Okay, I didn't ask for it.
She's trying to set you up.
Yes,
Yeah.
but she actually at one point I'm like, who the fuck is this? Like, it could have been. I mean, I'm on Bumble and things like that. So maybe
Right.
some. The first line was "sex tonight?" ? I'm like, whoa, well, yeah, that sounds. I'm playing it pretty cool. Now.
Right.
Just come back to the garage, Tyler. It's fine.
Yeah. And eventually, like somehow it evolved. Like, she started posing like as a dude or potentially as a dude.
I was about to say, your response should have been,
Yeah.
Tyler?
Yeah, no. She's like, I can, what if I was a dude? I'm like, fuck, no. Like, it was like very hard lines, but it's still playful because I figured something was going to happen.
Sure.
And it turned out to be her. I finally got her to admit that it was, so that was pretty fun and weird.
Yeah.
And very flirtatious and just fucking strange. It was strange. It was strange. So I'm like, no, I don't want to, no dudes. No. There was mention of greasy buttholes, right? Which is great. And I'm like, yeah, cool. I'm just not on dudes. Like, sorry.
Oh man, they got the greasiest buttholes though.
I know, but still, I don't. you could. If I see
The world's greasiest.
so if there's if this poor gentleman's ass is up and it might look somewhat feminine, it's clean, it's hairless, it's whatever, bleach, it's greasy, it's
Cleaner
waxed.
than an elven's arse.
But then there's like fucking scrotum and a cock tangling down there. I'm like, it's a hard no, dude. I'm just
What if that's clean shaven and also greasy? Does that change?
no.
And it's made, it's real prettied up.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, what if it's
No.
painted like a giraffe?
No.
Does that change?
Nope. Get hairs in my mouth. Giraffe.
What if it has one of those little baby hand finger puppets on the end? Would you at least shake the hand?
No.
What
Okay.
if his dress up looked like Rat King reaching for the asshole? It's got bandages wrapped around it. It looks like Rat King.
What if it's hidden in a whole bunch of prosthetic dicks?
Yeah,
Like
there
a
you
double
go.
dare scenario.
It's a prize dick?
You gotta
You're
find
going
the
through all the
flag.
dildos like, no,
Yeah.
that's not the one I
That's
want.
not it.
Whoa.
That one's warm.
Hi.
9 out of 100, you're not gay, but you grabbed the wrong one. It's like Adam's family pulling the chain.
I think that would be. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Oh, yeah, we found it.
Yeah.
We found it.
Yeah.
I was trying
Yeah.
to find that line, and
Yeah.
we found the line. Not giraffe, but the pile of prosthetics.
Yeah.
There we are.
Or just a dildos. If there's dildo shopping, and you're like, and they're out of the package and whatnot, and you're like, they might be in a pile. Or maybe it's discount dildo day. Like, oh, $5 dildo. Okay.
It's the best day.
Triple D.
Shitty old X
You got Taco
games at Walmart.
Tuesday,
And
you got Scratch
you're
and Dig
digging through the
Dildo
bin.
Wednesday.
You don't see the guy's body for somehow, but his fucking dick is attached to him, and his fucking dick's in there. You're like, oh, that's a real dick.
You got me.
How much for that one?
Yeah. That one's free. Speaking to the microphone, sir.
There's something in there about him bringing us lasagna at work, but I'm still working through it.
I've been playing a lot of Valheim, which isn't nearly as interesting as anything that Casey just said, but it's the
Thanks,
truth.
man.
Yeah,
That made me feel better.
Yeah, but it's the truth. We 5 of us piled up onto Mitch's Viking boat last night, and we harpooned a sea serpent. We were attacked on the way to mine some fucking ore. We got attacked by a sea serpent, and Mitch fucking scorpioned that motherfucker, and then
Nice.
we pulled it onto we docked the boat, pulled the sea serpent up, and we all just clubbed it to death.
Nice.
And then got some scales, and then got back on.
That's pretty sweet.
And then there was this island that was so there's mining in the game, right?
Yeah.
We found this island out in the middle of the ocean. It's like, okay, let's get, and it had things on it that looked like they were mineable. So we get out and we get on this island, and these things that we can mine look like giant barnacles. and we start mining them, and then the island starts moving because it is a Leviathan, and we are literally mining barnacles off of it. So it didn't like that, and then we had to scramble to get back.
Did it fully like awaken and you got to see a Leviathan arise out?
No, thank God. But there was a point where we were on the ocean, right? And the game like glitched out or lagged out or something, and 4 of us were all of a sudden in the ocean. In the middle of the ocean, and meanwhile, Zalnop, who was driving the boat, was like probably a good 5 miles away and had to like turn around. And so like this way the swimming in that game works is you got like the stamina bar, right? And if you swim, your stamina bar decreases. And if it decreases to 0, you just start drowning. Like it's just like you start. So we couldn't move. We're all just sitting there like dead logs. Meanwhile, it's like if a sea serpent were to come by like right the fuck now, we'd all be eaten for sure.
Damn.
But Zal saved us. So it was
pretty
good.
cool.
It was good.
I like that.
Sounds tense.
It's well, it can be tense.
Yeah.
That was tense, but it's also a game where it's like if you just want to chill out and fucking like listen to a podcast or like listen to some music and chop down trees for 2 hours, you can do that. And it's like, okay. And then you got a whole bunch of logs.
Yeah.
I finished 2 Wheel of Time books, farming in Diablo 3, trying to get better gear.
Yeah, man.
I still
Which you have to do in Diablo 3. Yeah, for sure. So yeah, Valheim, it's good. Come play with us. We got like a Discord going and all that. bit.ly/TADPOG Discord. And
Hell yeah.
there's probably like, I mean, one night we had like the server can hold 10, and I think that's all.
Okay.
So yeah, it's,
Do you personally have levels? Like if I join, would I have to like level up to catch up to you, or is it more of just going out and finding shit?
It's more going out and finding stuff. Like everything's gated behind gods that you kill. So it's like, but it's only gated, honestly, like if you want to craft any of it. So like if you came on, I mean, people could just give you stuff and then you'd be caught up. I mean, if you wanted to ever craft it, I think you'd have
to go back and kill gods.
And kill the gods.
Like if Fantasy 11, whenever a new joins.
Right. Yeah, totally. But I mean, no, it's pretty easy to catch up, I think. Like we've only killed 2 gods. And like and the third one, like I mean the deer god.
It's better than Eldor.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's true.
3 people out there got that reference in my second D&D game ever.
And only one of them is listening, and they're at this table right now. But the second god, like the god fights are like boss fights, and it's like the second god is this like fucking giant treant, and it's like we went in with like flaming arrows, like we crafted flaming arrows, and he's weak to axes too. And so you summon him, and he like shows up, and he's towering above you, and he just like stretches his hand out and like shoots vines, like thorny vines out that you gotta like hide behind pillars, and then meanwhile he's like summoning like thorns and shit from the ground that you have to avoid. So it's pretty neat, but it's really fun when there's like 7 of us just like running around like shooting flaming arrows at this like giant treant. It's cool.
It's pretty cool.
It's a cool experience. It is really neat. It'd run really good on your computer too. It's like a gigabyte. It's like a fucking gigabyte.
No, that's so crazy. Zach Peter's like 2 potatoes, so it'd be all right.
That thing's like
it's like 2 potatoes.
That thing's like a bushel.
It's 2.5 potatoes.
A fucking bushel of potatoes right there, man. But yeah, it's Valheim. It's great. Check it out. I'm actually going to be on. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this or not, but I'm gonna. They'll probably be okay with it. The guys from Press B to Cancel asked if I'd come on and talk about Valheim with them.
Fuck yeah.
I'm excited about it because I mean that game is like fun to talk about.
Yeah. The guy that Casey and I work with, every day he tells me a little bit about it. So
oh man,
it does sounds pretty good.
Man, it's so good, but it's also one of those where it's like I don't feel like I put in enough time because like. Some of the people we play with put in a lot of time, and which is great because like they can help me out and stuff. They help people out, but at the same time, it's kind of like, man, I just wish I could play this game a whole fucking lot more. Responsibilities and stuff.
Yeah,
man, fucking life.
Oh, and I've got a PSA, not Valheim related. So I've been playing. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about this either, but I'm gonna. Hopefully he doesn't mind. I talked about it in the Twitch stream, so he's probably okay. I've been playing Scott Pilgrim versus the World for the Switch re-release. I've been playing that with Choctopus on YouTube. You guys probably know who that is. If you don't, check him out for sure.
Or our Goof Troop episode.
Right, yeah, our Goof Troop episode. We've got something in the works to get him back on the show.
Yep.
But here's my PSA. First of all, definitely watch that video when it comes out. It might be out Monday. I don't know. But man, holy shit. Do not buy that game if you're planning on playing it online.
Oh, really?
It is the worst. It is super
Really?
glitchy. And yeah, there were so many times that we were playing and it's like all of a sudden it would desync. And it's like he's seeing something completely different than I'm seeing. And he's like, why are you punching the air? And it's like, I'm not punching the air. Why are you punching the air?
That breaks my heart.
And then disconnects and just like, yeah. And there were some graphical glitches too. And we're both like hardwired Ethernet, with our switches. So it's like, it's not like a Wi-Fi issue.
It's a Nintendo thing.
It's actually I think an Ubisoft thing because like I looked it up because I'm like, man, this is fucking weird. So we look it up and it's like there are so many people online who are just like, yep, this sucks. It's garbage.
Damn.
Single player though, as far as I know, it was solid.
Yeah. Fucking good book, fucking good game. Like, oh, man.
It is. Yeah, it is. Great book. Great series of books.
Well, we'll talk about the Combatribes if you guys want to.
Yeah.
Get it out of the way.
Yeah. Well, get it out of the way. What do you mean?
I don't
For
know.
what?
I'm having fun talking about the other shit.
We've already done that.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
We can go back to it. I like Combatribes. So I feel like I'm probably the only one here who did. And I was like expecting to come in like I don't think anyone else is at this table like this game, but I liked it. It's we haven't done a segment.
You were a lot better at it than Casey and I.
but I don't.
Yeah.
But I think that's just kind of like this game is like. Have you guys ever played Renegade? So Renegade is the first Kunio-kun game that Technos did, and it's an arcade game. It was ported to the NES. And it is essentially a game very much like this, where there are several acts, and in that act you are
Act Raiser, essentially.
You're reading from the Bible, the Book of Acts.
Book of Acts is what it's based on.
And also Golden Acts. I don't know if you knew that or not. Also based on the Acts book in the Bible.
Yeah.
Golden Acts. Also a David Bowie album. So they're it's like Renegade in that a whole bunch of like mooks come and fight you, and then you beat them up. And Casey's laughing like am I supposed to say that? I don't know. God, I hope not. No, I think that's a
Whatever.
different. No, I think that's a different.
Fucking mooks.
I think that's a
Sorry for any mooks listening.
Hey Siri, is mooks a racial slur? She didn't answer, so probably.
Dumped her.
So probably
Got her. Got her.
So probably, yeah.
Well, it's not the first time we did that by accident.
I don't think it is. I think it's a thing.
But I couldn't tell you like
It's a stupid or incompetent person. So all three of us at this table are
Yeah,
a bunch of
fucking
fucking
mooks.
Yeah. It's an informal
M-O-O-K?
US.
Yes?
M-O-O-K-S, yeah.
mooks.
Yeah. Man, I'm super glad
A group. A single one would be mook. Don't be a fucking mook.
Don't be a fucking mook. So you fight all these henchmen
Mookies.
and then you fight a boss. And that's pretty much how this works in Combatribes too. Which is interesting because Combatribes is essentially if Renegade and Double Dragon had a baby, and specifically Double Dragon 1 because it has the control scheme from Double Dragon 1. So I don't know if you guys ever played or remember Double Dragon 2, but shit got weird where it's like you got to face a certain A and B buttons do something different depending on which direction you're facing. That's how it worked in Renegade as well. So that's kind of like, as far as I know, that's like the basis of that control scheme. So this game by Technos that came out, it's an arcade game that came out in 1991, kind of combined those two things. It combined Renegade and Double Dragon, where you kind of have a Renegade game, but with a Double Dragon control scheme. So it's kind of like taking the best of both worlds. And I think that is why I liked it. I don't think it's because I was good at it. But I do think that playing Renegade definitely, because I've beaten Renegade, and it's like that certainly helps because it's like it just kind of translates a little bit.
So I now have a new entry for our long running series.
Please.
Tyler's Is It a Racial Slur Corner. So
Okay.
mook. Mook, according to Urban Dictionary, noun. Italian American short form of Malouk. or motherfucker.
Well, so far it seems like it's okay, except for the Italian American thing.
They just came up with it.
Oh,
That's
they
all
just
right.
invented
It's not
it.
for Italian
Okay,
Americans.
I
They
gotcha.
just made it.
Okay, all right.
1,
I like it even better now.
a person of little social standing, 1, not worthy of respect. 2, an affectionate term for a regular guy, 1 who is unpretentious.
Or like a good fella?
Yeah. Like, he's a mook.
Yeah.
Like old Josh
Yeah.
Nance. He's a fucking mook.
Fucking mook.
Or 3, an incompetent person.
Okay. So what? A galoot? Like an old galoot? Same thing?
Galoot's another one. Let me pull up Maluk.
Is that a breed of dog? A Maluk?
Well, see, Maluk was hyperlinked, so I clicked on it.
Okay.
It says Maluk is male,
Marmaduke's brother.
which I think
Great
it was
dog.
Yeah, super great.
accidentally. I think it was accidentally linked because the definition of Maluk is male. Okay, is an Indian Punjabi name for mainly girls. It means delicate.
Oh, it's a name for
Maluk
delicate.
is a nice girl.
Oh. Kind of like a mook, but
Kinda
a
like
girl.
mook, but for a girl,
nice girl.
a Maluk.
A Maluk. All right. Well, I feel like super uncomfortable now. So
That's good now. We're good.
I don't know.
Sorry.
I don't know. Casey kind
I'm
of
just
threw me
fucking
off.
sensitive. I mean,
Can we ask him to leave? Is it okay?
I'm fat.
There's something. So it's been requested because we've been off our segments for like straight up 3 weeks. So I think we need to get back on the segments.
Okay. All right.
It's been mentioned to me several times.
Do you hear
it's
that,
like,
Dave?
I do hear that. I hear those Maluks and the Mooks. They're getting together. They're fornicating for the first time, and it's beautiful. Which, of course, ushers in a segment that we like to call Dave Reads from Wikipedia. And then you can be the judge of whether or not. Okay, guys. The Combatribes is a 1990 beat 'em up. Probably would have been useful if I'd have mentioned that.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily.
A 1990. So far, I'm doing great. A 1990 beat 'em up game released for the arcades by Technos Japan Corp. The developers are Renegade and Double Dragon. A home version, which is the one that we're talking about, for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, was also released in 1992. The game centers on 3 vigilantes identified as cyborgs in the SNES port who must fight against numerous street gangs in futuristic New York City. The SNES version was released for the Wii Virtual Console in North America on November 30th, 2000, which honestly seems like it wasn't that long ago, but it was. It was 12 years ago.
It was a really long time ago.
I would love, since we're bringing segments back, I would love if you would give us a little bit of a little Tadpog theater to maybe set the scene for this game.
From this ad,
A print ad.
a print ad,
A real one.
this is a real
This is a real
print ad, sort of comic strip about the Combatribe. I'm Martha, renegade cyborg and fabulous babe.
And this is a panel of what looks to be like Kim Cattrall. And like a tight, short, green dress with, she's also wearing Wonder Woman's bracers.
Yep.
And there's cars behind her. I don't know if she stopped that traffic or if those are just
she's
all.
a fabulous babe.
Yeah, are those all the cars she owns? It's like her episode of MTV Cribs.
I bailed on the military and I've come to take over all the gangs in New York City.
New York City.
New York City. And the Joker's apparently in this game.
Yeah, the Joker and John Wayne Gacy. You can see him in the background.
Clowned and unclowned.
Yeah, the unclowned on the left, clowned on the right. Clown check.
Not even my old buddies, the Combatribes, can stop me now.
And in that panel, she definitely doesn't look like Kim Cattrall anymore.
No, she has ceased to control.
Yeah, she looks like a lizard person in that one.
Don't count on it, Splatterhead.
A man on a motorcycle approaches.
Just because you were once part of the unit doesn't mean Belova and Blitz and I will show any mercy on your bootlicking gangs.
I like this voice. Yes, okay.
Why, Berserker, you wouldn't hit a lady, would you?
Seductive pose.
Thwack!
Big fist.
Cyborgs ain't ladies.
Which she's now laying on the ground, twisted, and her neck is not. She's dead.
She looks a little bit like a post-coitus.
Ooh.
What's her name from Archie? Betty.
Betty?
She
A
looks
post-coitus Betty?
a dead post-coitus Betty.
I was about to
Still hot,
say,
though.
yeah.
Still hot.
Like the Betty snuff film. Yeah.
That famous Archie Digest 666, the Betty Snuff film.
So I also sent you, so that's a really good, like, thank you for setting the scene. I feel like that kind of lets everybody know kind of what this game is about. But there is an intro in the game that I really want us to read and kind of figure out.
But I also want to point out, okay, so the box art for the Combatribes is down here
Yeah.
with the 3 members on
Right.
the cover. They in no way resemble the men they got in the fight.
No. That's not the Berserker Blitz and Bulova that I know. They're a little off model.
A little.
I also like, everyone should look up this ad for real. The panel where where Berserker's like pointing at her, his arm was totally added after the fact. Like that is like someone the editor was looking through that and was like, he needs to be pointing. And then someone was like, fuck, I got to draw this arm in now.
It looks like it has slowly creeped in from the side of the frame. Here, I'll give it to Casey so he can peruse what we've been talking about.
Yeah.
thank you.
Can you grade us and let us know how well we did like in painting this picture in your mind? We did pretty good, right?
Cyborgs ain't ladies.
Pretty bad.
So
Very good, guys. Very, very good.
Thank you. We are here today to answer the big question: are cyborgs ladies?
What they identify
They
as.
could be.
It's up to them,
Yeah.
not up to me.
Yeah.
What they identify as, or their programmers have identified them as?
Self-aware. Well, cyborgs are
I don't know.
Part
Cyborgs.
both.
Part human, right?
so
I
cyborg
mean,
part human, so you can decide, right? Your humanity's still there.
I don't know. Is your brain? Where's the soul live? How much of your humanity, your humanity, can you lose
very, very good.
before you become, a machine?
It's got to be Shadowrun rules, I guess, right?
Yeah.
How much essence do you lose?
And
I
what's
mean, without the brain, though, like she couldn't self-identify.
Then I guess at that point it is.
Yes, I think so.
So-
So the soul, like, yeah, can you conjure up some kind of intelligence or some kind of systematic kind of presence without their brain? Yeah, you could, but then yeah, you're right. You just solely on the publisher of.
so
That's my thought.
a cyborg is part robot, part human, right?
Yeah, I agree on that.
And an android is all robot, but made in the human form.
I think that's fair.
Is that how that works?
Yeah,
I mean, yes. I mean, they call them the androids in Dragon Ball Z.
Right, I know.
But they're modified humans. They're more cyborgs than
Krillin
they are
fucks
androids.
one of them.
And gets it pregnant. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, and gets it pregnant?
Uh-huh.
interesting.
Their child Marin, who looks like a little Krillin with hair.
Mark Maron?
Their child
guy.
is Mark.
Oh my God.
I've always
From
said
Glow?
the child of Android 18 and Krillin is Mark Maron.
Wow. Do you remember when the child of Krillin and that android interviewed Obama? Krillin is Toad without the hat,
He
by
had
the
an
way.
intimate moment with Louis C.K. about their friendship.
Okay, so wait. So then in that case, an android is just a human.
I mean, it sounds like, I think, yeah, they should have been called cyborgs and not androids in
I
Dragon
see.
Ball Z.
Or they
Yeah.
skipped the arc where the androids all got human genitalia.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
They cut that segment out
Yeah.
for Kids WB or
They
whatever
cut
the fuck
that
it ran
segment out
on.
of corpses and glued it on.
You're right. Is that what the Frieza saga was about? He's like,
Yeah.
I freeze all these genitalia. That's what he
He
sounded
comes
like.
back with robot parts after
Yeah.
Goku kills him, so it's all weird.
Yeah, he kind of looks like he's made out of genitalia, honestly.
That's why he's so powerful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that does make a lot of sense. That's why he pulsates so much.
Yeah.
Balls.
His third form does look like a giant dick. So
Yeah, well.
this intro from the game.
So this is legitimately from the game, the Super Nintendo game.
The Combatribes have come to New York City, the center of all evil in the United States. They have heard a rumor about a mysterious organization, Ground Zero, who controls the street gangs of America.
So I want to unwrap this.
Uh-huh.
So This is all text that is shown in front of the Twin Towers.
Yep.
Ground Zero is mentioned, and also that this city, New York City, is the center of all evil.
Okay.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Techno is Bin Laden confirmed.
What?
Coincidence, my vote.
Wow.
No.
Wow.
No, Casey.
Wow. I don't know.
Take
Like
your
the fucking-
Occam's razor and throw it
Are we
away.
gonna get into like the dancing Israelis? Like I've been down that rabbit hole a little bit, you know.
Wow. I don't know. Did you know that they changed the name of the gang from Ground Zero when they released it on the Wii in 2009? Yeah, they were like,
okay.
oh, we can't do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Good.
I think they changed it to Ground Justice.
They called it the Taliban.
Powdered justice in a shaker can.
So yeah, that's quite an intro. I think that might be the
Yep.
most controversial intro we've had in a Super Nintendo game.
Yep, I would say so.
It's a hot button intro right there.
But not when it was made, though, right? You know,
Not when it
give a
was,
break.
it depends. Someone in Technos got a time machine, you know, and they're like,
Subliminally, like you know.
yeah.
I have to warn them, but I don't know how.
Yeah, the guy from Technos is like, you don't get it, but your kids are going to love it.
You don't get it, but when you graduate high school, you'll fucking get it.
Your mom's gonna fuck you.
So that's Combatribes.
Combatribes.
That's it.
Combatribes. It's different. It's a different little side-scrolling beat 'em up.
Because
In that-
it's hardly side-scrolling, you know?
yeah, it's more like two adjoining room brawlers.
Yeah, yeah. It's kind of like every stage, every act is just one like small segment
Yep.
from like a final fight stage.
Was there any like environmental things that were happening, like barrels and rain clouds and shit like that? I didn't see it in the
I didn't
little
see
bit that
that
I played.
either.
Just the bad guys, right?
Just the
Yeah.
mooks. Yeah.
No healing items. No like weapons you can pick up or anything like that.
Which makes it all sound really boring. But hear me out. So this game works with just two buttons. Double
Yep.
Dragon, well, kind of not Double Dragon style, but two buttons, okay? NES Double Dragon. There is no jump. So also, I'm not doing a good job of selling this game. There is no jump. But what you can do is, if you knock a guy down, you can pick him up by the ankles and you can swing him around.
It is a good move.
You
It
can
is a
swing
good
him around
move.
and you
Yep.
can throw him. Also, if you knock a guy down, you can kneel down over him, grab his head, and slam his head into the pavement.
Oh.
Also, if you knock a dude down, you can do fatal steps from River City Ransom. You jump on his back. Doesn't kill him. Also, probably doesn't even really do a whole lot of damage, but you can do it. You got a punch. You got a kick. Both of those have 3-hit combos, which will knock an enemy down.
You can take two guys to slam their heads together.
You can do that. Yeah, Venom
that's
and
cool.
Maximum Carnage
Yeah.
style, except your arms don't stretch out. So it's a little bit worse. Also, one of the bad guys in the game looks like Judge Mills Lane. So there is that.
Yep. And Hacksaw Jim Dugan.
Yeah.
Dugan.
I don't
Duggan.
know.
Duggan.
Duggan. With his big old lumber stick.
Yeah.
Fats is his name.
Fats.
Can you guess his body type?
Bullish.
Portly.
Yeah.
Familiar.
Little
Too close to home.
he looks like, so what did Jim Duggan look
Smells
like?
spam.
Smells like spam. He's shiny. What did Jim Duggan, did he look like him, or was it just the fact that Fats has a giant piece of lumber?
The thick middle, not like the love handles, but like that bowling ball gut.
Yeah.
Like he kind of had that effect in the game.
Right.
And then he had like the mullet.
He looks like Gallagher from the neck
yeah.
up.
Yeah. I think the guy in the game definitely had a little bit less hair on the top, but he did have the mullet, you know, kind of the long hair party in the back. And then the big piece of fucking wood. So, yeah, immediately. Like the wood did it though.
It looks like he pulled it off of like a dock or something.
It was not like a 2x4
You
like
pass that over to Dave.
Hacksaw Jim
this
Duggan.
is Hacksaw Jim
The guy in
Duggan.
the game had like a 2x8. You know, that fucker was wide.
This guy doesn't. He has a small bit of wood.
Yeah.
This Jim Duggan.
It wasn't.
guy.
Yeah, it wasn't super long. Yeah, so I think the guy in the game is like probably bigger than Hacksaw would be in real life.
I do like this one where he's in front of the American flag.
Fuck yeah.
He kind of reminds me of Johnny Cage here a little bit.
Yeah.
Big Johnny Cage energy. Well, yeah, I think Fats definitely like they had to have been taking inspiration from
I hope
Jim
so.
Duggan
I hope so.
and Gallagher.
Hacksaw Gallagher.
And then you got the guys. So you got the Judge Mills Lane guys who look like garbage pail kids that became skinheads as they grew up. And then you also fight what I would consider like they look like Hell's Angels guys with broken beer bottles that they stab you with. You can eventually, like if you hit Fats enough times, he drops his gigantic piece of lumber, which is really good. The fight becomes much easier once the lumber's gone because the lumber has like crazy reach. Like
the
it's
bosses
insane.
can. The fastest thing in the world is a boss on its combo in this game. The
For
way
sure.
they swing their big lumber or hammers or
Keep talking.
Yeah.
Swing that
Tomahawks.
fucking lumber,
swinging that
dude.
wide lumber around.
Yeah. Yeah, wow. Wow. I can hear it slapping on your thighs. Sounds like a sumo wrestling event going on.
Fucking lumber.
But like, I don't. So okay. So yeah, the bosses, the combo you relentlessly, and also like when they knock you down, they're like, I'm gonna stand over you until you stand up, and when you stand up, I'm gonna knock you over
Immediately
again.
smacked.
So they're using like real player tactics is what they're doing. But like if you try to do that to a boss, every single boss in the game has like a kick your balls
Shin kick,
from the
yeah.
from the ground.
Ball
kick.
shin kick.
Like and it's like it'll knock you down and then they will stand up and then when you stand up they will beat the shit out of you.
That's a bit of a masochist kind of game right there. Like you're just
It
gonna get
is.
your ass fucking beat. It's like it's kind of like relentless ass beating.
Yeah.
And you seemed like you played the game for a little while, so maybe you like that kind of stuff.
Sometimes I do. I'm like what you would call a switch, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I like to dish it out.
Yeah.
So I mean
a little bit of both.
there you learn something
It's
about
within
me.
you though.
Yeah, totally. Yeah,
Yeah.
I bought Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection. It's absolutely within me. I played the first level on Friday night for 7 hours and did not beat it.
I was
Yeah.
watching you around 100 deaths when I
Yeah.
was watching.
Yeah, which means that I need to work on it still. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I like that.
Kind of like the impossible dream, or they like you're just not gonna. I don't know. It's about the journey and the digging in and the finish. You get there, you're like, I really just
Right.
love
Just
this
enjoyed
stuff.
doing it. I enjoyed investing
Yeah.
a lot of time in this skill that is very, very specialized
Yeah.
and will not make me any money or anything. So
Yeah.
Hey, on Twitch it might.
that is true.
It
That is true.
might.
I don't mean to.
Yeah.
It did make me money. Let's put it that way.
Twitch makes our dreams possible.
It did make me money, so I take it back. No, it was great. It's a very useful skill.
I used to play a game called it was on Miniclip. It was like those little free games online. It was called like Bar Fight or some shit like that. And it was just like you in a bar and there's like a guy on a fucking player piano playing like old like 1880s like honky tonk music.
some ragtime?
Yeah, and you've got like a punch and like you just go through and fucking beat ass, dude, and like just get your ass beat. And I was like, yeah, I do that for hours, just like get
Yeah.
lost, smoke a bunch of weed, play bar brawl.
Did Combatribes remind you of that?
A little
or-
bit, yeah. Like that kind of like, oh man, I'm just gonna be beating asses. I'm getting my ass beat and I'm beating asses.
It is. It is a lot of fun when you get like I don't know so I have fun with Combatribes when you kind of you find these like loops, right, where it's like. What I like about it is the strategy, which I know sounds fucking insane for a beat 'em up, but I do
No,
honestly.
there's absolutely strategy to beat 'em up.
And I think a lot of people don't. I mean, even in the past, you and I have said, like way back in the beginning, where it's like, I like beat 'em ups because you can play them very casually. You can just walk from left to right and just mash buttons.
You can play them very casually, but you can't win them.
Yeah,
very
you're not gonna get
casually. Yeah.
So what I like about it is in this game, there's some strategy involved where it's like, okay, so I got a guy coming up on my left and then like 3 guys on the right. So what I'm going to try to do is use my special move. Every character in the 3 playable characters have a special move. I'm going to use my special move on the one guy on the left, knock him over while the 3 on the right advance. I'm going to grab this guy who's knocked down by his ankles and swing him around and knock everybody down on the screen. And then I'm going to rush over to one of those guys, pick him up by the ankles, start spinning him around. So by the time everyone stands up, they all get hit by that. And then it kind of becomes this like fun game of like just trying to chain these.
Whirlwind attack.
Yeah, and cleave and all that. Trying to chain all these attacks and like trying to be like, not tactical is probably not the best word for it, but like strategic.
The perfect kill.
Right, exactly.
Kills.
So that's what I liked about it. And also it's super goofy because also in that first stage, I don't know if you guys realize this or not, but the first stage where you're fighting fats, it's like on a New York street, right? Mm-hmm. In the background there's a restaurant. Did you notice that?
Oh no.
There's a restaurant and there's a name on that restaurant. And that name is Steak and Shake.
No way.
Yep, the name is Steak and Shake. But wait, it gets better because that was not the original name of the restaurant in the arcade version. They changed it to Steak and Shake. They changed it from steak, I believe it was Steak and Shake and Brew. And they were like, no, Brew's alcoholic. Take it out. Let's just name it after a real fucking restaurant.
Let's just open ourselves for litigation.
Right. And it's like, I don't know if anybody even from Steak and Shake in the 90s knew what a Super Nintendo was. Like that probably didn't get the home office.
Okay, so you were at Steak and Shake in the 90s.
Did you?
I worked there for like 2 years. Yeah, like 99, right out of high school.
The one here?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's down in Florida.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was about to say, I got to talk to you about because ours was awful.
Terrible.
I have some complaints.
Yeah,
Listen.
from 21 years ago.
Yeah.
I need some closure.
The one in Paducah is awful.
Oh yes.
Yeah, it's really
Awful.
bad.
Extraordinarily awful. And I was all like, "Hey, Freddy's is here. That's like Steak and Shake, but
I
it'll be
worked a
better."
lot of graveyard shifts, third shifts, man, and I had a lot of fucking fun. A lot of sex, a lot of there's a lot,
Yeah.
a lot, yeah.
I stuck my dick in a lot of hamburger meat.
Fucking mayonnaise. They had that yellow dill pickle relish, man. That shit was good.
They call that a hamdy.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's no managers around, and it's a bunch of like young, teenagers, like just. Yeah.
Y'all want to fuck? Yes.
Yeah.
What do you think the walk-in's for? So
Yeah.
you stay cool
Yeah.
while you're fucking real hard.
And then I became a manager when I was like 18, 19 years old, right? 19 years old. A lot more pussy. I don't like girls think the manager at Steak and Shake is just like super desirable.
I think we can say we've all fucked a Steak and Shake manager
yeah,
one day.
Yeah. Coming up, you gotta do what you gotta do,
For real.
Yeah, so what?
Yeah.
She's 45, lives in a fucking trailer. So what? I'm gonna fucking hit that, dog. I gotta move up.
She's a Steak and
Yeah,
Shake
I'm with them
manager.
good shifts, son. I'm with them coupons.
That's a in Pornhub. That's a search
Yeah.
term. You can find it category.
Male or female?
Steak and
Shake,
Shake
man.
coupons.
Steak and Shake.
I know when we're done, you're just going to go right to Steak and Shake. Buy some of those shitty fries.
Ugh. I do. I've
listen.
always hated their fries. I hate shoestring fries.
They're okay with a lot of salt, though.
Yeah, and they're hot. Everything. If it's
Yeah,
just fucking
they have to be hot.
freshly prepared by people who actually give a shit what they're doing, or a manager who gives a shit about what these people are doing. Like, it could be fucking good. Anything could be great. Like,
Stop fucking me for a second.
I know. No,
For a second, stop fucking me.
during the fry making, we would be in the drive, like they had the drive-through headsets, like having sex. Like,
Yeah.
we'll be right with you.
God. Has anyone ever in the drive-thru been like, I know what you're doing, and I want in.
Let me in, or I'm gonna tell your manager who you think I'm fucking.
I am the manager, ma'am.
Fat.
Yeah, good times, man. And I like the fucking chili, man. Chili's my thing.
They do have pretty good chili.
Anywhere I go, I
Chili
have
cheese
to order
fries.
the chili. I don't care if I'm hungry. I don't care if I'm in the fucking mood. It could be 100 degrees outside. They got fucking chili on the menu. I'm fucking getting it. And that's how I kind of like judge. Like, well, yeah, this place might be halfway decent,
Chili's kind of like the
barometer,
litmus
like-
test.
Yeah, like, hey, what the fuck is going on in here? Okay, yeah, maybe I'll check something else out.
What are your thoughts on Wendy's chili?
Good.
Yep.
A very
A
unenthusiastic.
brilliant
good.
use of product.
Yeah. Good.
If you were to give it like a grade.
I would say like a 6.
A
Like,
6?
1 out of 10. I say give it a 6.
Okay, a 6. Okay.
Steak and Shakes. I mean, okay, for non home recipe, like that's like a. I think that's like a 9 for
That's
me.
really good.
I like that chili.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, Skyline chili. Eat a big fat dick.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Skyline
I hate
chili is
Skyline
not
chili.
good.
Gross.
Mealy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
TVP,
it's almost like manwich, but cocoa
Oh,
and
yeah.
cinnamony.
No, let's
Yeah.
not do manwich. Ugh.
Trying to think of some other chains like Texas Roadhouse chili. It's okay.
Oh, I never had
always
theirs.
get the runs.
Yeah.
I always get the fucking shits. That's also a good like litmus test too. It's like go back.
No,
Fuck that. Like it's like as a chef, like time and temperature and bacteria is not a cool thing. It's not like, oh, cool bacteria. Let it go.
Nice.
Let's see what happens, man. Like no, you get the shit.
You leave that chili out all night. We're gonna have it. We're
the
gonna
fucking manager's
adventure.
back there fucking one of the waitresses, or he's not watching the fucking cooks for the certain ass cold ass old ass chili.
Man, you were spitting for a minute. I love that.
Oh, sorry, I got
This motherfucker spitting.
Never in my life. have I
Cold
thought
ass.
that.
Man, that was awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, so get the shits. I get the shits often though, but you know what?
I'm about to say, I could be able to tell.
I anticipate them,
Yeah.
and I don't shy away.
Oh,
Finger on chin.
You lean into
pensive,
it?
Pensive look. I do fucking
Yeah.
lean in. I lean in hard. I'm like, yeah, dude, I want that fucking shit to fucking run right through me. I want to fucking sweat like I'm about to shit myself. God, if I have to cork it, when you got to cork a fucking like diarrhea shit's like shit is like uncomfortable. Like you're like, oh god, and you get this like, and then that release, like, oh god, finally,
I hate that release.
I fucking
You
made
hate
it.
it.
You don't do
No.
the diarrhea
And then-
edge
No,
where you just
I-
hold it.
I hate
and then
it. No,
have
it's like
and you can't get your belt loop out and your fucking zipper down. You're like, oh fuck.
I hate it. I hate it, and I'll tell you why. If you've ever used a stencil and paint, you know exactly why. Because I'm like,
Overspray.
man, I'm going to stand up from this toilet, and it's like I'm just going to have a perfect circle on my ass. Because when I sat down and it went, that's definitely on me.
So, but you stand up and look at it. Like, I gotta see what I did. How much damage did I do?
How'd I do, Daddy?
Yeah, daddy. I done did some damage.
Let me
And
see
then
my
you take out your
Sistine
phone. You're like, I
Chapel.
gotta take a picture of this. My wife is gonna love this shit.
Put a filter on it. Okay.
Look, it's got wings.
It's kawaii.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, but I definitely look, and maybe that's what it is. It's just like the visual, and then you're like, and if I'm getting fucking technical and specific, there is a more
Please.
acidic
Ooh,
tingle
Yep.
to the aroma. And I guess maybe that's like a digestive bile, whatever the fuck is in
Yeah.
there, whatever it is. Like, oh shit, your body's got to kill that fucking dirty, shitty fucking bacteria that the Texas Roadhouse chili let fucking just fucking breed into unsafe, contaminated levels.
Yeah. I'll have what he's having.
And then like you're in the next stall, we're both fucking sweating, and you just hear that like,
Oh, you got.
Yeah.
Oh, you released
Yeah.
it at the Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah.
oh,
Not even when you get home.
Dude,
Who shot a paint gun in the bathroom? You got an airsoft in there?
Bubba, call the cops!
Someone tip out a bucket of Gatorade.
But usually, you usually know within like the half hour. You're getting in the car, you've paid the check, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, we're gonna go to fucking whatever, Kohl's or something. You're like, oh shit.
Cole's ain't gonna like me.
Kohl's is usually pretty clean.
To
All
have
right, we can go
diarrhea,
there.
yeah. We had diarrhea anywhere. Kohl's is actually a pretty good place.
Cole's is. I like Cole's. That's where I always eat Chick-fil-A in their parking lot.
Yeah, like Dollar Tree. I was in there the other day. I had to take a fucking piss, and they don't even have a fucking bathroom. So or like fucking. I'm trying to think of like the worst.
It
fucking
is
surplus
much-
sales on Park Avenue.
Books a Million used
Yeah,
to
like
have
the
the
forgotten
worst fucking
bathrooms.
bathroom.
Books a
Forgotten
Million.
Books a Million.
bathrooms.
It's better than it was, but man, it was.
At least it was
fucking
entertaining.
Awful. Yeah.
There are a lot of things to read
What
on
kind
the
of
wall.
racist Sanskrit will
Yeah.
I see today?
Yeah, it was like Books a Million was like you went to the bathroom of Books a Million and you were like transported to like a truck stop. It's like a nice retail area. You go in, you go through this. Oh, excuse me, man, where's the bathroom? It's right back there. Okay, great. You go through this clean little area and you open this clean little door and you go in this little foyer area and it's like you turn, you open the door and it's like the door just like creaks and it's got that light that's just kind of like flashing.
I'm in Silent Hill.
A single light swinging violently from the ceiling.
It's like every person who now gets fucking bent out of shape and throws a fit about wearing a mask.
Yeah.
Had the same reaction going into the Books A Million bathroom where it said, please do not bring merchandise to the bathroom. God damn it, fucking my freedom. I'm going to tell them what I fucking think on this fucking bathroom wall. Fucking control me, fucking sheeple. I'm going to have my book in my bag. I'm going to fucking read this shit. Fuck Books A Million. Blood and Crips and folk and fuck.
He carved like 300 words on the bathroom door.
Yeah.
He's there all fucking day.
Here's a Star of David, but it's got only 3 prongs or some shit.
Oh, man.
That's like the Star of Dave.
There you go. It's cash. It's cash.
It's Star of David.
Yeah.
Looks like a Star Trek insignia.
Yeah. Too lazy to finish it.
So that little bit of excitement, you know, you just seek it out sometimes. You know, I am going to roll the dice.
Live on the edge. Thelma and Louise.
Fuck it. Come on.
So once you get through the Steak and Shake level
Yeah.
in Combatribes, which I do have the actual name of that now. In the original arcade version,
Motorhead nuclear warheads.
God, I wish it was Steak and Brew Burger was the name of the restaurant.
Steak and Brew Burger.
But they took brew out because they thought it would be like alcohol and kids would like get drunk playing the game. Makes sense to me.
Oh, they're fucking go after GTA 5 now, right? Saying it's responsible for carjackings going up.
I heard that. Yeah.
The only time you'll ever hear me say this, why can't Antonin Scalia still be alive? Because he was the one who stomped that shit out last time. It's the only thing I'll praise that man for. But man, he fucking went on the
Greasy mook.
yeah. There you go.
I mean, but let's be honest. I haven't played a Grand Theft Auto in a long time. If those go
I've
away,
never played one. I don't care. I just hate this fucking bullshit, weird ass censorship that keeps popping up every now and then.
Yeah,
Like,
I hear
video
you.
games are fucking responsible.
They've been riding that GTA 5 like train for a long
shit.
time. They've been milking
Yeah.
that game.
Yeah.
So long that I don't even want to like touch it because
Yeah,
it's just
me too.
And I liked Grand Theft Auto games for the longest time. Like I loved Vice City. I played the hell out of Vice City when it came out. But I also had the time to like dick around. Like that is a game where it's just fun to dick around in.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. I've just got a different mindset now where it's just kind of like, I guess if I'm gonna dick around in a game, it's probably gonna be one that's like, I don't know, I'm a Viking or something. I mean,
Dick around, chop some wood,
right.
you know.
I mean, look, if I really wanted to be a criminal, I could do that. But if
But I played enough GTA 5. I think I want to.
all right,
Shit, man.
fuck.
I'm gonna go kill I'm gonna get a prostitute, fucking pay her, and then kill her, get my money back.
But look, dude, I can want to be a Viking as much as I fucking want. That ain't gonna happen. So I might as well play Valheim
Yep. Yep.
and get griefed by friends instead of randos on the internet.
That is much better. That's much better.
So once you clear the Steak and Shake level, you go to Coney Island. This is in Combatribes, by the way, the game we're talking about.
Because once you beat Fats, he's like, I don't know, go ask the demon clowns. They might know about Ground Zero.
Right. And you're like, that's normal. Okay.
Yeah.
And where are we going to find demon clowns? Oh, Coney Island? Okay. Of course. So, yeah, you fight the Joker and John Wayne Gacy's. John Wayne Gacy's attack you with juggling pins and Jokers, which are totally like Cesar Romero Joker. Like, I mean, it is like
They're just missing the facial hair covered up by the white paint.
Totally. Yeah, totally. But I mean, it is like if DC was what DC is now, like this game would probably be sued into fucking dust because the Joker is in this game.
The Joker and Karnov.
And Karnov, yes. The Data East mascot, Karnov, is back in circus form.
Yep.
Because, yeah, he's breathing fire and doing those
Fucking hated him.
spin
Fucking hated
jumps.
him. God.
So you beat him in his little top knot, and then he tells you to go to the roller derby. He tells you that their boss is a woman, and to go to Lexington King, which
I mean, they already know this from the comic strip. They already know all this
I
information.
know in the instruction manual.
Yeah.
They just
Yeah.
read for once. Crack open a book, berserker.
It's like Robin Hood, Men in Tights, whenever he loses. Wait a minute. I'm not supposed to lose. Let me see the script. See, it says right here I'm not supposed to lose.
Did you say Abe Lincoln? Sorry. Anytime. That's where I go to. Anytime Men in Tights is brought up. So yeah, Lexington, the Lexington King. There are a bunch of roller.
I know a
derbists.
certain king named Lexington. But that's about it.
Yeah. Who also has a big hammer, which you're attacked with when you fight the boss of this level, named Trash.
Trash. In quotes, even when they're talking.
Right,
Trash.
Trash looks like kind of like Lisa Simpson a little bit, but with pink hair instead of yellow hair. And Trash has a big hammer.
A maul.
Yeah, that they swing really super fast. And they'll knock you over and then stand over your body. And when
the derby girls going back and forth on the roller skates.
they're whipping it. Yep.
Need to find you a good roller derby girl to beat your
Dude,
ass.
yeah.
You're on it, man.
They're fucking
Like a little Drew
sexy.
Barrymore or something.
The straight ones, you know.
Punch you in the face.
I mean, maybe some of the
It doesn't matter,
yeah.
whichever.
A lesbian roller derby girl can be sexy too.
Yeah, that's
Sure.
what beat your
It's
ass.
less sexy because I got so just saying.
Doesn't mean you can't be friends.
Absolutely not. But
Yeah. She might punch you in the face if you're good enough friends.
And I mean, friends help each other out from time to time, right, Tyler?
Yeah. We were going to talk about that, but yeah.
I haven't heard this one.
Yeah, you have. You've been here a few days.
You've seen it. You've been part of it. What are you talking about?
Okay, yeah. I know.
Yes, and Casey. Yes, and.
Roller girl though, like roller derby, roller
Yeah.
girl.
I'm into it.
Yeah,
I'm into
Need
it.
those
I like
skates
it.
on, but I'm sure they never do. Like they do.
What? Didn't they
After,
take the
after,
skates
fuck
off?
with your
after getting
skates
out
on?
trying to beat all these other bitches' asses, I'm gonna fuck you with my skates on. No, fuck you, Casey.
I don't know. I bet that'd be a thing.
I don't know.
Probably.
Just pull the little shorts down, have sex with the skates on.
Yeah. Put skates on their hands. So you
Oh, yeah.
just roll,
Wheelbarrow that bitch.
Just roll it around.
Doggy style wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
Dude, is that a new position?
Yeah. You can
It's
set
a
up
roller hole.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
great.
You can set up a net, make a game out of it. Think I'm gonna get you in that net.
If they're into that. Or if
Oh,
they,
yeah.
Or if they want you to be on all fours. It's whatever.
right.
Yeah.
You give a little, get a lot.
Definitely.
What, you beat Trash, and then Trash says, go to the stadium. They'll tell you everything.
Right. And then you go to the stadium.
Uh-huh.
And then you fight Judge Mills Lane again. There's a
Yep.
whole bunch of those. They've cloned them. They've got it down to a science.
Yep.
If you need a crime solved, which is a thing he doesn't do, they got one on call. And then you fight a giant Native American
Yep.
or an
Who's never
indigenous
lost.
person. Mhm.
Yeah.
Who's never lost?
Yeah, that's
Oh.
what he says. I'll tell you everything if you beat me, but I've never lost.
Oh, right. I kind of skipped through dialogue pretty fast. And then you do beat him.
Yep.
He's
Which
got
I didn't. This is where I lost.
So I was curious, like, in Casey, you brought this up, that it has like the Warriors vibes to
Yep,
it, where it's
absolutely.
like different gangs with like different different like features and
Different
stuff.
costumes, different
Themes.
vibes. Yeah.
Yeah.
They kind of got their own little kind of beliefs and leaders and bosses. Yeah. The visual imagery in the movie struck me and it definitely picked it up.
Was there like, do you feel like they lifted? Like, was there like the guy you fight in the stadium? His name is Windwalker.
Yep.
Like, is there a Windwalker in
Legend of Zelda.
the
Yeah.
Warrior? Yeah, right.
I'm sure there's something the equivalent of, yeah.
Okay.
There's lots of kind of, each gang of whatever, 9 or 10 guys, or maybe a few less. Like they have their mouthpiece guy, and yeah, there were some characters. So if you haven't seen it, I need to rewatch it. Actually, maybe we should do that. Smoke some weed. And watch
There's
the
a
Warriors.
game too. There's a
Oh, really?
Warriors game. Yeah,
Cool.
that I've heard. I think that's a Rockstar game, and I've
Yeah.
heard it's pretty good actually.
PS2 era.
Yeah.
Yeah, just really really cool.
So once you beat Windwalker, he tells you to go to the 1991 building, I think it is, right? And then you go there and you fight all the bosses again. But it's okay. It's kind of okay because it's like each time you beat a boss and you get on the elevator to go up, so there's a boss on each floor. Each time you beat a boss and you get on the elevator, your life is restored. So at least there's
There's something.
There's
okay.
that.
Yeah. It's better than ActRaiser.
Yeah. Oh God, that that boss
Great
rush
game.
and
Great game
ActRaiser.
until the fucking boss gauntlet.
Honestly, I think great game until that world tree level, which is this like kind of the worst platforming in the world. And then so it's like I remember getting through that and being like, oh, thank God that's over. And then it's like, boss, there's a boss gauntlet that you have to get through.
Yep.
And we don't let you heal or anything.
Ugh. God.
But yeah, you fight your way up. You fight all the bosses again, and then you get to Aryan M. Bison, which is only kind of half a joke. Because in the Super Nintendo game, he introduces himself as Colonel David, and it's like, okay, Colonel David, all right. He's obviously a cyborg. He's wearing like SS gear, but it's like all blue, and his name on like his health bar is M Blaster. But in the arcade version, his name was Swastika.
Okay.
Yeah, his name was Swastika.
His name Lieutenant Bad Guy.
Yeah, so his name was Swastika, and that was a real thing. And so I think like in the SNES version, they were like going like the extra mile, and they're like, "I am Colonel David, you know, like the star of." I am definitely not a Nazi, but I am a cyborg.
Aren't all Nazi cyborgs though?
That was a tricky question.
Yeah. This is the
question.
Wolfenstein world.
Scientists haven't been able to study them yet.
That's true.
Every time they get one in a lab, they just turn into gelatin. Like a little Alex Mack syndrome.
Chemical, what, GC 161? Got it fucking everywhere.
I don't know. Kyle XY. I don't know, dude.
That's what happens after you beat Colonel David.
Well, Colonel David, by the way, is like Inspector Gadget because he has
Makes
like
sense.
titty rockets.
As Inspector Gadget was known to launch.
Yeah. Go, Gadget. Titty rockets. Penny, grab onto my giant telescopic cock that I'll use to knock people down when I'm on the ground. Because he does that. And then he's got like his hand will turn into a blade and it'll shank you. So yeah. But you do beat him eventually. Oh, also he's like, hey, guys with guns, guys with ARs, come in and help me.
Final level gun syndrome.
They do that, yeah. And then they shoot you a lot. And but if you get past through all of them, you go up to the roof and you meet
Martha Splatterhead.
Martha Splatterhead.
Who I've read in every video that I listen to that she is so broken, OP.
Yeah. So you get on the roof and then you see her and she's immediately Super Saiyan. Like her blonde hair is just like Terra Esper form. Like, I mean, she's going nuts. She's super fast in her little mini skirt. She jumps down and just starts like, she'll kick, right? And it's like her actual reach is so, it's hard to fight her because like you can't tell how far she can reach because she'll kick and her foot definitely does not connect with you, but like electricity shoots out of it. And that electricity will hurt you.
Yep.
And she is so fast that she starts flipping around you, and it is just like, oh my fucking God, please.
Stand still, bitch.
Yeah, she's moving everywhere, and it's so hard to get her. And there's like extra corners in that level because there's like I don't know what you call that, like little overhang on top of buildings where the stairwell comes out, but she can push you up against that and like knock you up against it. You'll hit it and fall. You'll get up. She'll do it again, and it's just like you're caught in a loop until she finds mercy. But she's a cyborg, and then you hit her for the last time, and then the screen goes black, and then the three main characters: Berserker, Belova. Blitz, thank you. They have a little scene where like they're talking to her and she's like, thank you. I didn't mean to do it. And they're like, it's okay. And then they pick her up and they carry her into the sun because she was their old like buddy. She was her old cyborg buddy. In the arcade game, they just leave her there.
Yeah.
because it's a very different game. You're not cyborgs in the arcade game.
Yeah.
I feel like Nintendo of America was like, look, we got to change Steak and Brew Burger to Steak and Shake. We got to change all the blood so it looks like cum. Also, because like when you beat Windwalker, it totally looks like he's Angry Dragoned all over the fucking place because they just took the sprite and they're like, just make all like his bloody nose, just make it white. It's fine. It's fine if it's not red. Just make it white.
Make it white.
Kids won't know it's cum. It's fine. Nintendo of America won't know it's cum. Those guys don't even know what cum looks like.
They don't even know what cum is. Repressed puritanical Americans.
Let's change swastika.
They've never seen it because it's in their wives of 40 years. They don't know what it looks like.
Let's change. Yeah, it's always been pixel mosaic. I don't know. It's weird. Let's change swastika to M Blaster, and also.
I just freaked myself out. Like, is there somebody out there who was so religiously trained they did not masturbate nothing until they got married, and they've strictly only ejaculated into their wives during coitus, so they have no idea what comes out of them, what it looks like. How much of it is it? What? It's just the feeling that happens when you're having sex with your godly ordained partner.
I feel like there's probably 6% of the population.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know what I would do if I didn't know what cum looked like.
Dear Lord, thank you for blessing me with the knowledge and knowing what cum looks like.
With the sight, something I call the sight.
It smells like, I don't know what it tastes like though. only every now and then.
Only by accident, like one time when I was like little, like I didn't really know any better. I got a man like a little bit, then I had to scratch my mouth. I got just like a little bit.
only sometimes when I've been cranking it for like 3 hours, and then it just kind of goes everywhere, and a little bit got on my lip, but I didn't mean for it to.
And I was like, I'm not gonna leave that off, and then like my lip it itched, and I was like, oh no. I was telling you it was on purpose. I didn't know what I was doing.
We've all been there. One like violent spurt.
Yeah. You know, when you've been at it as long as I have and you come on your own face, you just got to laugh.
Hell yeah. What if you get on your glasses? You're wearing glasses, then you can fucking see it. You see it just kind of like slowly sludging down.
Dave doesn't need to wear glasses. Neither do I.
It's just eye
This is just for
shields.
cum. This is just for cum.
This is a safe work area.
But I do not let Melissa wear glasses.
So yeah, in the arcade version, they just leave her there because she's a cyborg and they're not. Because the story is completely different.
Yep.
They're all cyborgs in the Super Nintendo game because you can kill cyborgs and it's fine.
Give it the turtle treatment. Like foot soldiers, they're all robots.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And this was also 1992. So it's like the Super Nintendo had been out for like a year.
A year, yeah.
And the game kind of looks like it.
It feels like an early, yeah.
It does. And it looks like a up-resed NES game.
It does.
And I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just the truth. I like how it looks.
It has a charming appeal.
And I feel like it's kind of got like a little bit of a River City Ransom feel because River City Ransom, of course, is based on Renegade.
It does.
Especially with like, so every character, all of the three main characters have a special move. And the one that feels more like River City Ransom to me is Belova because he's got this like running punch. And like what's great about the running punch and the special moves and the move where you pick up guys by the ankles and throw them, the entire animation, you're invincible. So it is like the best way to stay alive because they can't hurt you as long as you're doing those things.
Oh, yeah, because during blitzes or berserkers moves, you're not invincible.
Berserkers fucking sucks.
Yep.
This little tiger knee.
Yep.
It's like the worst.
Kitten knees, more like it.
Yeah.
You know, that tiger knee so weak, we call it the kitten knee.
So tender.
It's more like a tender kitten kisses.
You're a lamb, right? You ever had tiger, little baby tiger? Make you a milkshake. I love it.
It's like the one that, what's his name? Doc Antle? That pulls out to molest girls. Like that's the version of the tiger knee that that Berserker has.
The Anthony.
The Antony, yeah. And then you've got Blitz, who has like a Liu Kang kind of style.
He does have a
flying
long kick. It's more effective, but you can get hit during it. Like
Right. Yeah, they can punch you out of the sky.
Yep.
That's a thing that they can totally do.
easily.
Yeah, yeah, and they will. Yep. That's it. I feel like
Combatribes. So, it was a nice respite. wasn't a terrible game. I think it was clearly a very early entry. I can't fault it for just being a new port on a very new system. I think it's okay.
I liked it a lot. I do want to play the arcade game because I want to see. I've never played it, and I want to see like all the things that they changed. There's a stage that's missing from the SNES game. And like in the SNES game, you kind of know, like based on the ad and the instruction manual, that Martha is the boss. But in the arcade game, you don't know that. You think it's like this like kingpin looking mob boss, right? And so you're chasing him through all the stages. And that rooftop where you fight Martha in the Super Nintendo game, instead of that fight happening, there's a helicopter on the roof of the building. And you see that mob boss get in that helicopter and fly off. And that's where you fight SS and Bison.
Okay.
So once you fight him, you go to the docks, and you're on the docks, and you fight your way all through the docks, and then you get to the end, and there's this limousine, right? And the mob boss steps out of it, and he's fucking huge, this kingpin-looking dude, and he looks like he's about to kick your ass, and then all of a sudden, his fucking guts shoot out of his body.
Wow.
He falls over, and you see the window of the limousine has been blasted out, and then fucking Martha steps out. And then it's kind of like this reveal where it's like, that's the boss. And then she fucking kicks your ass all over the place. So it's kind of got like, it kind of sucks that the SNES version got like as gutted as it did.
Yeah.
Because like, when I was streaming this, I was thinking like, man, I wish this would have come out on the Genesis, because if it had come out on the Genesis, we got all the buttons we need. You know what I mean? It's like, all we need is 2 buttons, so we're good. Genesis got 1 extra. And all this blood and all this like cool stuff would be in it.
Yep.
But then again, I guess if you don't like the gore, then you can play the Super Nintendo version that has cum in it.
Yeah, it makes that lines up.
Yeah. Sir, I would like to buy Combatribes. Are you a lover or a fighter?
Both. 2X.
Yeah. Right. So, yeah, I liked it a lot. Tyler, it's been a long time since we've done segments.
It has.
Tyler.
Do you have any achievements?
Oh, yeah, I guess I do. I got some achievements that came in from Twitch chat. Well, we got to get back in the swing of this, man. I'm rusty. I've got a few achievements that came in from Twitch chat. The first of which is Clown Check.
Yeah.
And this came in from one Kenna Cat.
Look at this blue fucking dog. That's where you look at the blue fucking dog.
In order to unlock Clown Check, Clown Check. That's how you say it, right?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah.
You beat the ever-living shit out of the clowns in level 2. And that one came in from Kana. I absolutely wanted to include it because of TADPOG lore, existing TADPOG lore. Second achievement I've got is called Ginkgo Belova. In order to unlock Ginkgo Belova, you memorize all of the combo moves for Belova. And that comes in from Edgelord Kyle. And then the last one I have is, I swear that's never happened to me before. In order to unlock, I swear that's never happened to me before, you make Fats lose his big wood in the first boss fight. And that came in from Plinko Nick. Do you guys have any achievements?
I've got one.
Okay.
Play as him and fucking die berserker.
Nice.
Play as berserker and die because he sucks.
Yeah. You'd think he'd be the best.
Yeah, he's like the title character.
Yeah, first. Yeah, he's the one in
He's
front.
the titular character.
He's 7'1".
Blue Guile.
Yeah. Yeah, which is also interesting because Kana on Discord pointed out that this game came out before Street Fighter 2. So it's like M. Bison, Guile, like it's kind of one of those where it's like, no, they weren't. That game wasn't out in the arcade yet. So,
A little bit.
but
A
yeah.
little bit.
But I guess Fist of the North Star and Nazis existed.
No,
so
that's true.
that's probably where
That's
they got
also
those.
true. Yeah.
Tyler,
Yes, Dave.
I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, this has been
This has been good. I feel like this has been a good return. I have a few questions for you. If you were to give this game a pair of glasses or a beard, we do beards. It's been a long time since we've done
I think
this.
it's beards first.
Tyler, I'm going to cut all that out. Don't worry. No one's going to hear the mistake. If you were to give this game a beard that sums up how you feel about it, what kind of beard would you give it? And also, it's so fucking weird that it only took 3 weeks for me to forget how we do this show.
We've been doing it for 10 years now.
Wow. Oh, also, speaking of how many years we've been doing this show, this is episode 600. Happy anniversary. All right.
Happy anniversary.
What beard would you give it?
The medium length blondish brown beard of one hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Oh, okay.
There we
Yeah.
go, yeah.
All right. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a good beard.
It does. It fits.
What era of wrestling was he? Like early 80s?
Yes.
It looked
know
like
80s,
it from the photos. It looked like 80s wrestling,
I
not
think,
90s
you know,
It was
wrestling.
WWF.
Past like
territory.
92, I don't think he was wrestling.
He was
anymore.
not in the Attitude Era of WWF.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What era was, say, I'm just going to name. So you, Casey, before we started recording, you mentioned Roddy Piper.
Yep.
Was that like the same era as?
I think so.
Okay.
Yep.
Jim Duggan. Okay. All right. I'm learning things.
Ric Flair, because Ric Flair is also from that era.
Okay.
Yeah. And maybe even earlier. He's been around forever.
Yeah.
But, you know, I
He's still melting.
yeah.
Woo! Just like Icarus. Tyler,
Yes, Dave.
if you were to give this game a pair of glasses, what kind of glasses would you give?
The oracular circular blue eye paint of one Doink the Clown,
Doink.
also a wrestler of that era.
Yep.
I've heard that name before. Oh, that era?
Yep.
Wow.
He was a big, goofy, looked like one of those clowns wrestlers, big fat wrestler.
Man.
And he had a whole squad of little clowns.
Yep.
You know, so speaking of like all these wrestlers, right? And like I saw the photo of Jim Duggan and you talking about Doink being like a big fat clown, reminded me of like how interesting it is to go back and watch shit from like when we were young children, like not the 90s, but like the 80s.
Yeah.
And
Before
be
we fully come online.
right.
Yeah.
And
Yep,
like watch
yep.
it and be like, what are they doing with these people on the is this British television? What are all these what I don't understand. No one's cut. And it's like I was watching
Yeah.
old Family Feud and it's just like, oh my God, none of these people have good teeth. Like none of them. None of them do. Not a one of them.
The host has a mullet.
Yeah,
And he's 5'2".
he's a puppet.
He looks like someone Steve Harvey should be operating.
Is this world police? I don't understand. That would be I would love to watch like a Matt and Trey Family Feud where it's done with those fucking puppets.
Yes.
The
Yeah.
marionettes
Yeah.
from Team America.
Oh God, yes. Oh man, count me in. Yeah, when Steve Harvey says I'm done with this shit, they need to do that.
All right, we're gonna get all the words you've said and redo this with marionettes.
Right?
We're gonna cut it all together.
But the contestants are real people. And they cannot acknowledge that the host is a puppet.
So it's a giant marionette Steve Harvey.
No, small.
Who moves around the stage. Oh, okay.
No, it's really small. Very hard to see. It's terrible to shoot.
Because they still have to be 40 feet above the stage with these long strings controlling a little puppet.
Oh man. Do you think anyone has like a Steve Harvey ventriloquist dummy that they've made in the garage?
I mean, you put strings on a sex doll, sure, and call it a puppet.
I feel like that is something. If like 6% of the population doesn't know what cum looks like adults, because obviously kids.
6 for the adult population.
Most kids
that
don't know.
could. Anyone who could know what cum looks like and doesn't.
Right. If 6% of the population is there, then one person probably has a Steve Harvey ventriloquist dummy that they made.
I hope so, yeah.
Yeah. They reenact the feud.
Episode for episode, shooter in their basement.
Yeah. Yeah, and you thought this podcast was weird.
The Steve Harlequin version.
Where were we? What were we doing? Recording a podcast?
I don't know. I'm kind of curious about how much this game might be.
Tyler, if you were to buy this game right now, the Combatribes on the SNES, how much do you think? Loose.
See, I feel like this would be a slightly harder to find.
$21. Casey, what do you think, man? If you were to go buy this right now, how much would it be?
27.
$27. Actual retail value of the Combatribes, loose, for the Super Nintendo, on average, according to PriceCharting.com, at the time of this recording, is $29.62. I have this on my eBay watch list because I do want to buy this game. But I do want to get a good deal on it. No one pay $30 for it. I'll pay $20.
Yeah, all right. Pretty good.
Including shipping. So if anybody out there wants to sell it to me, let me know. Do you guys, does this game belong on TADPOG's Top 100?
Do I feel like that's the question to get this on the list.
That's your bar.
That's my bar.
See, I've already gotten Final Fight off the list because Final Fight 3 is like the best Final Fight game on the Super
Is this better
Nintendo.
than Final Fight 3? Then?
No, but I don't think Final Fight 3 is at the bottom of the list. At least for me, it's not.
Yeah.
Final Fight 3 is like probably top 15 for me.
Is
on
this
Super Nintendo.
better than Super Turrican 2?
I think that it is.
Yeah.
Is this better than Sparkster?
Yeah. It is. It is better than Sparkster. At no point did I have to turn this game off in frustration.
Is it better than Uniracers?
I feel like it's on par.
I'm with you. I feel like it's
on
is it
par.
better than Tiny Toons Buster Bust Loose, the
No.
best football game for the Super Nintendo?
No, it's not. It's not.
All right, that's fair. So it sounds like the game might be on the list.
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay.
There aren't really. I mean, there are a ton of side-scrolling beats. It is not a genre that I feel is well represented on that.
Not on the Super Nintendo, or on IGN's
IGN's
list.
list.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we've talked about it before. Where
mean,
Final
'cause-
Fight was just put on the list at the 100
get
spot
attention.
because it's to get attention. It's a game that
I
pretty
guess
much
there's a
everyone knows.
side-scrolling, shoot 'em up in Sunset Riders, ranked much higher. But
Yeah.
I can't think of that thing we did.
Yeah, funny how that works.
Yeah.
The human memory is very
very
weird
weird.
thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Speaking of the human memory failing, there's also a versus mode in this game,
Yeah.
but it's super tacked on, and that's probably why we didn't talk about
You
it.
get passwords in the game that unlock fighters for it.
Right.
So all the bosses.
All the
and
bosses, yeah. And I'm glad you're on board with the mooks.
The
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it was the moops. Yeah, nice. It says the moops. I tried the fighting game for a little bit and was like, this is horrible. I don't, it like, but see, okay, so what was the name of that? What was Battle Blade? Was that the name?
Battle Blaze.
Battle Blaze, thank you. It was on par with that.
Oh,
The fighting segment, I feel
okay.
like was.
All right, yeah.
Which isn't good.
Yeah.
But at least this had a beat 'em up part that I felt was pretty solid.
Yeah. It was on par with that Blarney beat 'em up that I played on Flash in 1997. Where,
On Newgrounds?
It's like Casey's bar fight. It wasn't even on Newgrounds wasn't a thing yet. Like I
Oh.
remember just a random ass Flash game that was like fight Mike Tyson and Paris Hilton and Andrew Dice
Man,
Clay.
I wonder who'd win in that fight.
And then, then finally Blarney. So it was Barney, but
Barney, right.
palette swapped where he was green outside and purple in the middle. And you beat the stuffing and blood out of him because he had both.
Yes.
All right. Man, Barney sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Barney was like really big. And like, I remember,
Barney's still around.
is Barney still around?
still around.
What's the green little Triceratops dinosaur he hangs out with? You know her name?
No.
Isn't she green or
Don't
something?
remember. You're right. Yeah. There's
Yeah.
a green one and a yellow one. So if the green is a girl and the boy is a yellow one with like a backwards baseball cap.
Oh, see, I'm not familiar with that one. I think the best thing to come out of Barney is that scene where they're singing the song about brushing their teeth, and then that one little boy totally does the jerk off motion in his mouth. So, I mean, it's just funny. He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing,
No,
but I bet he
no.
does now.
I bet if his friends would clip that and send
Yeah.
it to him
Oh, yeah.
regularly in gift form.
Yeah, happy birthday. Yeah.
On his wall, underneath where his mom
Right.
says happy birthday.
God, I get my wisdom teeth taken out. I got to watch this fucking thing 20 times. Thanks, guys. And remember that time Barney taught you to jerk dudes off in your mouth? That's weird, man.
We've all been there.
That was weird. Maybe stick to Mr. Rogers. I don't know.
Yeah. Mr. Rogers, so see, he taught you to jerk other people off.
Right. Yeah. Right. In a waiting pool. Gotta help your neighbor,
Sit
man.
down. Welcome to my jerk off pool. May I get you a hand job? Go and take off your
Come
shoes.
goes here.
I'm sorry. I don't know what that looks like.
Put your
Just aim down, son.
put your feet in the water and then just try to come on your feet.
Just wash them out off in the water.
Oh, it's one of those sites.
Then afterward, I'll put goldfish in it and they'll just nibble it all up.
It's my little koi pond. Welcome to my Chinese restaurant where I wander in and jerk off into the pool.
How do you feed your fish? It's glorious. Come, baby.
It's like they're all our little sons.
Oh God. It's all fun and
now
games.
I'm the gross one.
I was just trying to think of a joke. All right. Now what do we do on the show?
Quiz.
We got a quiz.
Yeah, let's
We got a
take-
quiz
let's
that
take
came in from one Ross Rachel Green from across the pond.
Yeah,
You guys want to
fucking
do it? Okay, guys. Here is a quiz entitled Combats. Ross begins. There has been an air of uncertainty hanging over us this week as people have been getting sick, but the powers that be having decided to go into lockdown. All right. Their justification is that everyone who has become sick knows where it came from. To make it better, it's the boy's birthday on Wednesday and his party on Saturday, and now we aren't sure that it's going to happen. And to really twist the knife in this week, my mother-in-law sent a parcel of toys and things that she has been picking up from time to time, which included a thing called UB Funkies. This was a Toys to Life PC game that came out in 2007 and is obviously no longer supported. Do you remember when UB40, the band UB40, made their own toys called UB Funkies? And the red wine line of toys was like so fucking good. So Ross continues. So some poor bastard had to install a virtual machine running Windows XP just so I could run the install disk and try to play the bloody thing. Turns out it's shit. Anyway, enjoy a quiz that purposefully avoids the letter E. SNES games and letters of the title, etc. Are you ready to begin?
Yeah.
Ross, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope I know how that goes with like old shit. Finally, out of the blue, Henry, like we cleaned. I cleaned Henry's room this weekend because he was like, "Dad, I want that TV. I've got like a little flat panel like in the office that I don't use." And I told him in the past that he could have this TV, you know, eventually when he got older. And he's like, "I want that TV." And I said, "All right, I want all that trash out your room." Like, you know, and
All his mailing receipts and everything up on the wall.
No. He can decorate however he wants. But essentially what I said is, dude, you got a whole bunch of stuff in your room that you don't play with. And it is like cluttered as fuck in there. And it's like, let's just clear. In order for me to move a TV in your room, there needs to be a spot for that TV. And he's like, okay, well, let's do it. So we took like 4 hours. It went through like all his papers and like all his boxes. Which boxes do you want to keep? Okay, you want to keep that cardboard? Great. So we do that. We get the TV in his room. Everything's great. And he is addicted to live antenna, like over the air KET. And I'm like, man, you know.
Fucking hipster.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Bluegrass hour.
Yeah, I can't talk. I had a CRT in the office. I can't talk. But there's like, so I'm like, dude, you know that there's a Roku connected to this TV and it has the PBS Kids app on it. And you can watch it on that without it going in and out every 4 seconds. He's like, no, man, this enhances the experience.
Melissa didn't have cable growing up, so like in all like papers, the kids are like talking about all their favorite shows and. I love Nickelodeon. Oh my god!
Oh,
And
yeah.
all their, Melissa's like, I love KET. KET is the best. PBS and KET, yeah, Beekman's World, which granted, Beekman's World was very good.
PBS Kids is pretty awesome, honestly. Like,
I
I'm
agree.
probably not back in the day. I mean, like, I remember watching, like, Mr. Rogers, and I like Mr. Rogers okay. Sometimes it was boring, like, when you go to a factory or something. I was like, man, I'm going to have to work one day when I'm older, and that makes me sad. But, but Sesame Street, all that, yeah, I was down with that. But it's so much better now because it's
totally
just
is.
like...
It's like Shrek, all those like adult jokes that they slip in there just so they can have a bigger audience.
Right.
Like, yeah, that's fucking genius.
No, it's great. Like once we got the TV set up, Henry and I sat in his room and we just watched KET for like an hour.
Yeah.
Just relaxing after like
No commercials.
yeah. No.
Yep.
But see, he wanted the commercials. He wanted the live TV.
They want to
yeah.
see the toys.
Well, it's all like what's messed up is like on PBS, it's not messed up, but it's like all just promos for other shows.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we already know about these shows, man. Like,
Or a fundraiser.
yeah.
Kenna's reaction to commercials at my mom's house. She's like, they just show you toys in between the shows.
Yeah.
My Christmas list is going to be so big.
Oh yeah. Oh man, like fucking like talking about that, like Henry not being able to understand that you cannot pause live TV because we don't have like a DVR or anything. So he's like, we were in the middle of watching something and he's like, I'm hungry. I'm like, all right, let's go get something to eat. Can you pause it? No. No.
Yeah.
Can't pause it. Oh, I guess I'll just finish watching this. No, it's dinner time. We can watch it on the app. We can find it on the app. It's fine. Reminds me of an era where like I remember being a kid and it's like my life, my fucking schedule revolved around what the fuck was coming on TV that day,
Yep.
man.
Yeah.
You want to play? No, man. DuckTales. You want to come over and watch DuckTales? Let's do that.
Yep.
All right. Sorry, went on a little tangent there. First question. This C is a 4-player arcade beat 'em up that was ported to the Genesis, SNES, Game Boy, and Game Gear and stars a man who was frozen in ice, a billionaire, and an archer. Oh, an archer and an android. I think that's Captain America, right?
Yep. Captain America and the
And the
Avengers.
Avengers.
Yep.
All right, locking it in. It is, in fact, Captain America and the Avengers. All right, next question. This C starred as was named. This C.
That British talk. Good.
This C starred as was named after Core Design's mascot before the introduction of Lara Croft in 1996. C was named after Core Design's mascot before the introduction.
I have no idea what that would.
Core Design. Corey the Chameleon.
Sure. All right.
I don't know. Cody Cub.
Cody Cub. All right.
I have no idea. Before the introduction of Lara Croft in 1990. Cody Cub, locking it in.
Cody Cub.
It is Chuck Rock.
I've heard of Chuck Rock.
As
He
have
was
I.
often a level on Nick Arcade.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah. I need to. No, I'm not going to rewatch any Nick Arcade.
The one with Joey Fatone on it's pretty good.
That one I've seen a couple times, but only because Joey Fatone's in it.
And there's a kid who looks just like Brenny Jr.'s boyfriend. And when I showed her, she was really weirded out and said, I really wish you hadn't showed this to me. Because she's like, "That. Oh, I don't like that kid. Oh, my God.
Next question. This C is a sports game released in 1996, which featured the announcements, he's heating up and he's on fire. It's a C sports game, so it's not NBA Jam.
Championship basketball.
He's heating up and he's on fire. What the hell? That's NBA Jam.
Cooking challenge.
Cooking Mama,
Cooking Mama.
the basketball game.
Better in Mama.
Locking it
He's
in.
on fire.
It is College Slam, which I've never played, but I can draw you the ad in my mind if you want. It's a
Yeah.
basketball with teeth biting the rim.
All right.
I've seen it a million times. Kind of looks like a Ninja Turtles head, but it's a basketball.
Sweet.
Next question. This C sees the player transform into one of 5 animals. Muckster the cat, Dodo the duck, Oozy the mouse, Goopy the guppy, and Globmeister the gopher.
Claymates.
Claymates, locking it
Nice.
in. Well done, Tyler. It is, in fact, Claymates. Globmeister the gopher?
Yeah. That's what I call my dick.
Wow. I call mine Goopy the guppy.
Globmeister the going for that pussy.
It was Oozy the mouse until I went to the doctor. Next question. This Super O is a sequel suffixed with the Baja. Oh, brother, where Baja? Part 2. I don't
Yep.
know. Locking it in. It is Super Off-Road, the Baja.
Never heard of that.
Next question. This
Who let the dogs out, comma, the Baja Men.
Who? This Super M was the third in its series, directly following a Game Boy title. That's Super Metroid,
Yep.
because it was Metroid
2 for Game
Game
Boy.
Boy, and then Super Metroid. Locking it in. Yes, Super Metroid. Next question. This Super B takes place in 2020 in Cyber Egg Stadium. Is that Super Baseball 2020?
Yes, it is.
Locking it in. It is Super Baseball 2020. Next question. This A is compatible with the SNES mouse and features card games aside from the main game.
What's it called with an A?
A, Acme Animation? Probably not. I don't remember a card game. It's compatible with the SNES mouse and features card games aside from the main.
Hey, Caesar's Palace.
Hey, Caesar's Palace, starring the Fonz, locking it in.
Yeah.
It is Acme Animation Factory. I didn't know
Damn.
there were card games in
Wow,
it.
half credit.
We said it. We'll
Yeah,
count it.
yeah.
Full credit. Fuck it. This is our show. We do what the fuck we want. Next question. This T is a sports video game that takes place on a very difficult otherworldly course.
Otherworldly course, sports game.
T sports
T.
video game that takes place on a very difficult otherworldly course. T. Otherworldly course. What's a sports game that you play on like another world? Like on Mars.
Yeah. Biker Mice from Mars. The Biker Mice from Mars.
Comma. The Terra Racers. Terra Extra Racers.
Yeah.
Locking it in.
Yeah, I don't know.
It is True Golf Classics Wicked 18. Never.
What?
Never heard of that one. But I'm kind of looking forward to it.
Well, we'll see if it's on another world.
Yeah. Do you go to like planets in the solar system? Like each planet is a course kind of deal?
Tiger Woods drives the ball so hard you go to different planets to keep playing.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to go retrieve it. Next question. This S is a vertically scrolling shooter which sees you pilot a ship named after the game's title. It also incorporates Mode 7.
Starts with an S.
Yes. Sid Meier's vertically scrolling shooter. Now with Mode 7.
Super R-Type.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
where, I don't
let's
know
do
where Mode
that.
7 would be in it, but
Or is it Super R-Type 3? Is it R-Type? Or is it just...
there's Super R-Type,
Okay.
Super R-Type, the Third Strike or whatever that we did for the list.
Okay. Super R-Type?
Sure.
Yeah. Logging it in. It is Strike Gunner STG.
Right.
That was a good guess, though. That was way more than I had. And that's it. That's the quiz.
All right.
Thanks, Ross. I hope that Windows XP installation shapes up. Appreciate the quiz.
Well, I want to know what we're going to do next week.
Okay. Do you want to do a random Super Nintendo game, or would you
think
like to
we
do
should.
something?
Yeah,
Okay.
let's
all
get
right.
back on track.
Okay. All right.
Go over and grab this batter up peripheral real quick.
Okay.
Go ahead and put one end on the ground.
Uh-huh.
My head on the other end, wild and crazy kid style.
Please.
Turn in a circle
Point
very
that-
quickly. So
point
my
that
no-no
no-no
hole
hole.
is in random direction.
Fucking quivering.
Oh, so quivering.
It's so
aching.
ready. It's so ready for this.
It's winking at
It's
everybody.
been so long. Yeah, I'm winking back.
Listening.
And I said the prayer. It's so greasy.
Yeah.
So greasy.
Yeah.
Greasy.
it's lip syncing to Bad to the Bone. It's playing in the background.
Talk back to it.
So I'll say the prayer we all love to say. Beep, doop, boop, doop, beep, doop, boop, doop, beep, doop, boop, doop, beep, doop, boop, doop, boop, boop, boop.
6, 8, 2.
Ooh, that's fucking high.
It's all even numbers. Weird, huh?
W's?
It is the W's. You're
W's.
fucking good at this, man.
WrestleMania 94.
No, it is We're Back, a dinosaur's story.
Okay.
I have never seen that movie, but I remember seeing the commercials and being like, I'll never see this movie. And now I guess I will watch
Yeah,
it.
that'll show you, little me.
Yeah, so there we go.
That sounds like a good one.
We're back.
Good.
Good.
You going to be here for that one?
I doubt it. If you want me to.
Yes, of course.
All right.
Will
Anytime, man.
you watch
Anytime.
We're Back?
Yeah.
All of three of us in our little footy pajamas.
Jammies and the jammies. Popcorn and chocolate milk and jammies.
And weed.
It's weed and circle jerks.
None of you guys look at me while I come to this T-Rex.
Pass me the T-Rex.
Tell her to know what it
with the
looks
cum
like,
on
so-
it. I got next.
You had to come in the sheet so no one knows what it looks like.
I made a burrito.
Well, thanks for listening, everybody. You can find this show on iTunes, Spotify,
I don't know why I did that.
Stitcher, and our entire backlog on YouTube.
Yes, thanks to
Yes.
Backlog Banisher Dane.
Now 600 episodes on YouTube.
600 deep.
And about 40 views.
Yeah, combined, yeah. Yeah, if you take out Three Ninjas Kick Pack and
Yeah.
Cool World. Yeah, those are our two most disappointingly watched videos on YouTube. You know, in hindsight, maybe I shouldn't have used the box art as the thumbnails for that because they definitely look like they would be the
Use
movies.
images from the movies.
Yeah, people are pretty mad, but that's okay.
No, still got them.
Still got them. Still not monetized. So you know,
Yep.
whatever.
So do you like us? You like this show? We're on Facebook,
We are.
TADPOG, episode announcements, memes.
Yeah.
Are you a fan of the show? Like that more dank shit? It's
Yeah.
TADPOG Nation.
You want to be a fucking Viking with me?
Yeah.
You want to be a fucking Viking?
My goddamn Viking.
Join the Discord, bit.ly/tadpog Discord. Let's go fucking kill some sea serpents and shit.
Yeah.
But if I want to be left alone, please leave me alone.
If you see me chopping wood, do not approach.
Right, yeah. I'm good.
I'm vibing. You
Right?
leave me be.
Yeah. The other day I was like, someone said they saw me on the server and I was like, but you weren't on like voice chat or anything. I was like, I was introverting. I was just like gonna do my little tasks all by myself. I'm making myself not visible on the map. If I see someone on the map near my vicinity, I'll go somewhere else and do something there.
If my character's wearing a black t-shirt, do not approach me.
Yeah.
Oh, Dave's in black. It's a
Yeah.
6-man crew today. If I'm dressed like the Crow, leave me alone.
But then again, there are times where I just want to, I just want to fucking skinny dip in the fucking ocean. So
Yeah, I
there are
get
times
it.
with my homies.
Yeah.
Hell
yeah.
Sometimes I want to do that. Sometimes I just want to be alone and chop wood and listen to podcasts and think about, how good life is and stuff,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, reflect.
What else do we got? We're on, Twitch. Most of all, Dave,
Yeah.
you're on Twitch.
Yeah,
You do a good show. Tadpog
Thanks,
Church
man.
on Sundays.
Yeah, and I've been trying to do Fridays too.
And I've noticed I've appreciated that.
Yeah, I've been trying to do Fridays. And that reminds me, because maybe I'll start streaming some Breath of Fire, because on the Discord, the SNES Club
OG Breath of Fire.
Game of the Month
Nice.
voted in Breath of the Fire. So, Breath of the Fire. It's my granddad's version.
Got that Breath of the Fire?
Yeah, it's Eugene Levy's version of Breath of Fire. Breath of the Fire.
The Breath of the Fire.
Yeah, it's pretty good, I hear. I remember playing it for the show and being like, I ain't fucking finishing this. So I'm probably not going to finish
It's
it this
good,
month.
but it's slow.
Yeah.
So slow.
Yeah. And yeah. I don't know if anybody in that game's waifuable or not. I can't remember.
Nina.
Oh, okay.
Nina's all right.
All right.
Blue's the Naga
Okay.
Cute woman
You
on
my
top,
boy,
snake
Blue.
on bottom. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
We're on TADPOG_podcast on Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah.
If you want a shirt, shirts.tadpog.com.
Don't own any shirts. Want one?
Yeah, get one. Get several.
Yeah.
Get them all.
Get a
Get all
few.
the Tad Dog
Collect
ones.
all of them.
Yeah.
Gotta catch them all. Cosplay your favorite DuckTales episode in them.
Please do.
Yeah. No pants.
And you
Zero bottoms.
Yeah. Yeah.
Donald Duckett.
Duck
for
feet are
us.
fine, though.
Send that to Casey
Encouraged.
_yeah on Snapchat.
You damn right.
Premium snap.
You want a mask? Mask.tadpog.com. You want to send us something? That's Tadpog Studios, care of Nicole Nance, P.L. Box 3785, Paducah, Kentucky 42002.
Yeah, I brought a
And
package
we do.
and
Yeah.
forgot
Let's
about
go
it.
ahead and
Do you want to
up.
open it?
There's only one small thing in there, so yeah, let's open it.
You know, some of the best things come in small packages.
That's what my wife says. And then she fucks me, and I'm like, yeah, they do.
So, okay. The label on
Because
this
Melissa is 5 1 3/4, quote unquote.
in 3/4. So these are gummy bears? Lil Nitro? Lil Nitro?
The edibles.
Let's, come on, boys. We're watching We're Back right now. No, Lil Nitro, the world's hottest gummy bear. This gummy bear is on fire. Do you dare this fiery gummy bear?
Okay.
Consumer beware. This is not your ordinary gummy bear. Stop rhyming gummy bear. We get it. We fucking get it. It's a hot gummy bear.
It's a hot gummy bear to make your have tons of gummy hair.
We get it. There's fire on the box. It's a hot gummy bear. We get it.
It's like Melissa tells me after sex, oh, you got the wet and crunchies over here.
The wet and crunchies.
Yep.
Call the soggies. They got some work to do. From Flamethrower Candy Company comes the next experience for those who seek the heat. Lil Nitro has been infused with our signature 9 million Scoville unit chili extract, making him 900 times hotter than a jalapeno pepper. Do you dare this fiery gummy bear? So, want to add this to the list?
Add to the stack.
The stack of food we're going to eat and get really sick.
Yep.
We're going to do a video of that. I don't know who this is from. The package says it's from Borden General. So thank you, Borden General.
Clever. Very clever.
Yeah, we got that. You want to call us? 270-883-2555. We're going to get some calls sometime eventually. Get our very expensive screening service to kind of boil some down, and we'll do all calls sometime for the Patreon.
Yeah.
Catch up on that a
And
little
we
bit.
need to do Star Fox Assault. And
Yep.
I'm ready to do that before I forget what the game is about.
Yep, I'm down. We can do that for March.
We just got to schedule it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think that's about it, isn't it? Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. Most importantly, we got that Patreon.
Oh, yeah, we do. Patreon.com/tadpog. If you enjoyed this episode and you've made it to this point, you're legally obligated to give us at least $1. So, sorry, we should have told you that up front, but here we are. So, what are we going to do?
But we waited. That's how we get you.
Yeah. We're going to eat a fiery gummy bear, damn it. It's worth $1.
That's true. Yeah.
They do. I mean, I'm one of them who does enjoy it. Yeah, I think it's great.
You and Ryan filmed it
Oh,
once.
man. So, yeah, if you want to see Tyler throwing up, there's at least 2 videos of that on patreon.com/tadpog.
Did we include the price jump from Plinko Nick Price?
I think that we did, but I think it was a large enough price. Nothing's happened on Patreon is what we're trying to say.
Talk about the pledge by the Steam Machine podcast.
It's been a slow week. It's been a slow week on Patreon.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's been a bad week on Patreon.
It's been bad. It's been a pretty bad week. It's been a pretty bad week on
I'm
Patreon.
not reading all the deductions. So, yeah, it's been a bad week.
So, yeah, we need to publish some content. So, once again, if you enjoyed this, then patreon.com/tadpod. It'd be super sweet of you. It'd be very nice. If
Go back and watch this Weekend video. That was pretty
yeah,
good.
yeah. If you've ever been on the fence, like, I don't know if I should give these guys money or not, now's the time.
Yep.
And I would like to thank those on Patreon who donate more than $20, $20 or more a month. Thank you very much. These are our executive producers. And this show has been executive produced. I'm stalling. All right, we've got God Emperor Alex Pena, Cousin David Galino, Cthusiast Jeff Miners, Zeus Laser, Coronavirus Savior Cubicle Monkey, Steve Dixon, Plinko Nick Price, Lent Liquor Joseph Phillips, Clambro Cody Phillips, Bantha Master, the Eightfold Daniel Abernathy, Time Lord Josh Edwards, Executive Producer Dig Dougie, Matt Gentile, aka Gentle G, Magical Sleeper, a.k.a. Big Dick Pie Baker Chris Vaughn, Usurper Grimm, Laud Mulaney Dennis, Pinball Archmage Chris Edler, congratulations on your marriage, and I'm sorry you couldn't be on this episode, Sandwich Pope Phil Hawkins, Drinksmith Joey Webster, Big Daddy Paul Anderson, and Master Cycle Baron Kevin Link. Thank you guys.
Hell yes.
We appreciate it very much, and it goes a long way. Penis? Or just say penis. You want to play the penis game?
Penis.
Oh, what it would
How
sound
your
like?
penis, what
Drumming.
if it had a voice
In what?
saying tropical Capricorn?
In which state?
Full erection.
Oh, we get to pick.
Mine just sounds sleepy.
I don't know, that makes. Mine sounds sometimes like if it sounds like it's super far away, I'm not erect.
That makes sense too. Yeah.
That's when you're wearing pants.
All right, we got it.
I got mine.
What it sounds like.
What it sounds like.
Yeah.
Had a voice.
I mean, this was your
Had a
idea.
voice.
I think you can define it as much as you want. I know, and I like it. Look, buddy, I'm not saying it's a bad idea, baby.
I'm using the voice I use on Melissa whenever it talks to her. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know that one.
Yeah, you do.
I do. Yeah.
I got it.
All right.
So until next time.
Kool-Aid Man. I wish everyone could see your face right now. It's the best.
Same breath.
This is what it sounds like when doves cry. Also, that fiery gummy bear was from Mr. and Mrs. G. So thanks. I just found. Thanks. Bye.
So, real quick, we have the return. So I want to welcome back our famous, completely unknown mystery guest, who's come to the studio real quick.
It's been a while.
Well, thank you very much.
It's been a while. Welcome back.
It's a pleasure to be here. Well, I just got to say, I'm a workaholic.
Is that right?
Yeah, you mention work, I get drunk. But I'm a lot older, and I've changed a whole lot. I'm not what I used to be, and nothing works, and I decided to start looking out for number one, but I stepped in number two. The dentist said I need a new tooth, and I said, well, make sure it matches the others. So he put one in that had 4 cavities. I looked in the mirror, and I'm older now, and I didn't recognize myself, and the doctor said my eyesight was good, but my kids, they dress like me when they go out trick or treating.
I did go as you one Halloween.
And 2 things I hate: cold coffee and wet toilet paper. and my wife, she's afraid of the dark. She saw me naked one time. Now she's afraid of the light. she flips a coin to see if she has to kiss me goodnight. If you can make love and lose 150 calories. Did you know that? You can lose 150
Didn't know that.
calories? Yeah.
Didn't know that.
I did once. And I lost 150 calories in my watch and my billfold. And I met a girl on the street, street girl.
It happens. It happens. We've all been there.
Have we?
And I'm older now, and she said, I'll do anything for $300. I said, okay, come home and paint my house. She was in love with a quarter pounder until she tried a Whopper. And people hate the weather, but don't nobody do anything about it. All right, I'm out, guys.
Hell yeah, man! Fucking crushed it.
I think everyone's really going to enjoy that.
Okay, guys, I'm running late. I got to go.
Thanks for coming back.
I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. So. Okay, thank you for having me.
Good stuff, man.
Good to be here, man.
Appreciate you. That's the fucking coolest, Tyler.